All right, everybody. This is the part where I usually talk about something funny, and this is going to be a scary episode. So I'd be dropping something about scary stuff. But I mean, I just did an episode about pan and scan LaserDiscs last week, so nothing can scare me now. So let's just do this.
LaserDisc Wolfpack.
Wait, hold on one second.
Halloween jam?
Wait, what's the topic this week?
Oh no, we're not telling you now. If you're already locked in, now we can't tell you.
What the fuck is the topic this week?
You can find out.
Yeah, well,
I was under the impression.
What is the topic?
I was under the impression movies with unicorns in them. That's so I got no.
That's next week.
80s rom-coms, right?
Yeah, it's 80s rom-coms. Yep.
Yes. No.
You'll figure it out by the time it gets to you, right?
Okay, real talk. Doing alien movies with humanoid
creature features.
Correct. Yes.
Do you know how much easier this would be for me if we allowed humanoid creatures?
I thought that's what I was. I've got 3 humanoid.
Break the rules, baby.
One. I was going by the rules. Rules that
be a rebel.
I'm not being rebel. I'm trying to follow the rules. Okay, fine. Just go. Let's go. Let's do it. Fuck it.
I mean, if you hit a wall.
All right, there's your intro clip. There's your intro clip. Just zoom in on Luke going, fuck it.
Now we'll get into the rest of the show. Sweet. What's going on, everybody? This is the LaserDisc Wolfpack THX Special Limited Edition podcast. Yay! I am your kind host, Culturedog Sam Hatch. And over on the side of me is the real creature. I think he was like put together from grave robbers and an abnormal brain, but he's rather cuddly. Ryan Cushing.
Thanks, Sam. Tonight's podcast is brought to you by Canon and Maharaja Imperial IPA. And I'll pass it off to Chris.
Which one?
Thanks, Ryan. Ooh, which Chris?
Geez, yeah. We should have probably practiced this, but why would we? Chris Holler, because that's the way it is on my screen.
Delta Chris.
All right, I'm Chris Haller, back from the depths of Andy Summers' hell. And my corner of the podcast is sponsored by AMC, because I went and saw an extremely interesting movie today, and it's put me in a weird mood. So I'm sure I'll talk about it at some point.
All right, good times.
And,
all right, who's next?
I guess I'll pass it off to the Alpha Chris, as I've been pushed down in the rung.
Thanks, Delta Chris. Alpha Chris here. So happy to be back. Yeah, so happy to be back on the podcast. It's been quite some time. Favorite month of the year. We're in October. Hallelujah. Ready to talk about some cool movies. And that's all I got, man. I'm going to shift it on over to Luke.
Oh, Luke's got a special assistant.
Yes. Hello. I got nothing. Topic of movies that I'm this week, but
you just like glitched out for 90% of that. So
cool.
I'll just dub you later.
Thanks.
Hi, this is Luke. I am here to talk about films.
Cool,
man.
Good
to see you though.
Oh my gosh. Well, I guess that leaves me, Maxeene Laser's Queen, here from California in the best month, officially the best month of the year. And we're sponsored by Vestron Video.
Straight from Connecticut, Stanford.
The Bestron.
You got it.
I'm going to disagree. I like December more than October.
Yeah.
Oh, boo.
Don't even like horror movies. I don't know why you guys invited me on.
It's because Luke. You make Luke happy. just entertain him and we'll be good. All right. And I am, of course, sponsored by Kylo Ren Tumbler and a boomstick and chainsaw laden shirt. So there you go. I don't have any movie companies on my shirt, but all right. Yeah, we're going to get into spooky stuff. It's Halloween again. Well, not quite yet, but it's October again. We're feeling it. Everybody's doing their challenge. I'm sure Ryan's watching like 8 movies a night, as he usually does. Do you have a spreadsheet this year, Ryan?
I, of course, have a spreadsheet, and I've decided to not sleep till, December.
Cool.
Fair enough.
Sounds
What's your
good.
goal? 35 movies?
My goal
100?
is 60. So I'll probably make it to about 50 and be like 3 days away from the end of the month. Just give up because I'll be like, I'm tired. I want to sleep. I want to see my family. Maybe not that last part.
Don't you have a child and a day job? 60?
I don't like to talk about it.
We're not talking about work.
Yeah. Just keep that
To
shop
tell
talk to
everyone,
yourself.
Come on,
I've been told
get
to
in
tell-
line.
Mic check. Is it where?
Yeah, working-ish.
I was told to tell you it's very important that
I can't believe you just said that about my mom, Luke. What is wrong with you?
We had to find out
She's
somehow.
A saint.
I mean,
A saint.
all right, I'm turning
into a werewolf. We got it. Yep.
All right.
We'll see you when you've transformed. All right. So we're back here with horror because it is October. It's Halloween. It's spooky time. We got to mix it up. Last time we did some 80s movies, 90s movies, a bit of everything. This time we're going to do creature features. And because we like to make draconian laws that make it difficult to choose these films from your shelves, we fine-tuned it. So it's not just like creatures, because creatures, like Frankenstein's the creature, but he's just a dude. So, I mean, it's not that scary, right? So we're going to go with like inhuman, otherworldly, like some sort of monster that, doesn't look like a regular schmo. So, vampires are out, ghosts are out, werewolves
out.
Technically. What's it?
Luke's out.
Luke's out. Yep.
See ya. The first one is a dragon.
But yeah, like if Scrunchy the ShopRite bear, was coming after you, like
I'll give him big old huggies.
Creature. So, all right. So we're gonna do the new format, which is 3, but I think we're not doing the one that's a stinker this time, right, Ryan? Is that what I remember?
No, unless you want to, but I think we're away from that.
Yeah. So these aren't like an official top 3 best creature features ever. These are just like ones that we're selecting for you.
Yeah.
Because we're nice like that. All right. So my number 1, well, not really number 1. I just said it's not numbered. Damn it. My first title that I'm going to show you is a remake. 1978's is Invasion of the Body Snatchers with Donald Sutherland and fantastic stuff. I chose this one over the original 50s because it's a little more, the 50s one's a little bit more science fiction based, and this one has much more of a horror bent to it. Directed by Philip Kaufman. Really, really good paranoia thriller. It's just the same kind of tale of an alien species. So technically this does have humans in it that are monsters, but it's got pods and all sorts of creepy stuff going on. And it does have a dog with a dude's head in it too, which is great because one of the ways that they take over, if you haven't seen any of the versions of this film, basically there's just these alien pod plant type things that when you sleep near them, they take over your bodily functions. They look just like you, and then they awaken, and then they steal your life basically, and they have no feelings, and they're robots, and not really robots, but they're very robotic and creepy. So it gets into all sorts of the original was getting into communist fears of, what happens if, your next door neighbors turn out to be, commies. And now this one gets into, a little bit more modern stuff, more modern in the 70s. So it takes place in San Francisco, which is great because it's like, San Francisco at the time was a great place to be an individual. So it's like if that place is going to turn into this, kind of creepy blank stared hellhole, then like, what chances do I have in my town? So this adaptation written by W.D. Richter, who directed Buckaroo Banzai and also wrote Big Trouble in Little China. So Leonard Nimoy is in it as well, which is great. It's got a killer cast. Veronica Cartwright's in it, but just really spooky stuff where, all the people that you love may now be different and they might be out to get you. And but I mean, good practical special effects and everything like that. So there you go. So I already cheated. There's humans in it that are monsters, but they're really plant alien creatures. So
before we move on, I'm gonna have to hear the official Culturedog take on the 2005 third adaptation, The Invasion.
The Invasion, the film that is largely derided. Partially, James McTeague film, but partially ghost directed by the Wachowskis. Everyone hates it. I rather enjoy it. I have it on Blu-ray and I've seen it about 3 or 4 times, and I liked it. It's not fantastic, but it is. I liked its kind of cynical take, and it got a little political and brought a few new things to the table. But I liked its. I like apocalyptic kind of thrillers, anyways, and of course the '78 one is pretty apocalyptic, and I like the inevitability of this takeover, and they did some interesting things with it in the newest one. And I don't know, some decent action scenes, and there's some car chases, of course, because Wachowski's got their hands on it, so they had to punch in some stuff. Daniel Craig's in it,
young Daniel Craig.
Yeah, I am unabashed semi fan of that one. So
I knew you'd have positive things to say, and that's why I asked. Because
look at you, just throwing the ball right over, and I just grab it.
I just didn't like that movie.
Yeah, too bad. Yeah. It's like Alien 3.
Let's not talk about
it. So I looked through my my stash and I was like, let's do creature features, until I realized all my horror movies pretty much have humans in them. So but this one has a lot of creatures that spend most of the time looking like humans, but deal with it. I'm breaking the rules. Someone had to talk about The Thing, so I'm going to be the guy that's talking about The Thing. John Carpenter's remake, at the time it came out, it bombed, but now it has become a cult darling, and I wish I had seen it in the theaters, but I did not. But the Signature Collection is, the way to go. I do have this other kind of like boring one too. I don't have any of the Japanese ones. I'm sure you guys all have the Japanese ones, but what? Shaking your hand now? Well, there we go. I knew somebody had to have my back. But yeah, very good. Paranoia, out in the middle, because it's got the paranoia of who is or who isn't the thing, and then on top of that, there's this serious sense of isolation because they're out in the middle of nowhere and shacked up in this icy hut and doing research. But Kurt Russell is one of the main characters. Keith David's great in it, and it's just these guys encountering a dog that was hanging out with some Norwegians that might have discovered some sort of alien spacecraft that might have had some sort of creature on it. But for all the times that the people are possessed very much like Body Snatcher style, that they are like fake versions of people that of course the originals get killed. There is a lot of crazy practical special effects in this film. So that's the cool thing about this, because John Carpenter does all the stuff. He builds up the sense of mood and dread and atmosphere with the music for Ennio Morricone. Fabulous score. He does a lot of stuff, just with the characters and the reactions and not showing you what's going on. And then he's like, but I'm also going to show you everything that is going on to the 10th degree. And normally that doesn't work. This is like one of those rare occasions where more is more. So fantastic. Rob Bottin did some great practical effects, and it's got the surgery scene alone is something that you got to check out. So fantastic. The Thing, I'm sure everybody knows it, they love it. I already did a video on it, so you can go check that out.
So that, real quick, that was going to be one of mine, and I'm glad you brought it up, so I have a different one, but there's some movies I watched. No, it's great. There's some movies I watch, and I'm just like, I watched it recently and I'm like, they should have stopped making movies after this. Like, this is the best thing ever. Like, yeah, you're right. It has more. It has the mood. It has the music, and those effects are just insane. And that one scene where those guys are tied up and they're testing the blood.
Oh yeah, I didn't even talk about that one.
So
yeah,
intense. I love it. Yeah, it's great.
I watched it. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just because one thing about this for repeat value is, the first time I watch it, I'm just kind of focusing on Kurt Russell's character, but it's such a great ensemble piece, and all the other characters, Knowles and all these other guys, they kind of come to life the more you watch the film. So as you're watching this for the 10th time, you start finding another character that's part of this group that you're more interested in this particular viewing. So it never gets old, really. So
I was listening to the audio commentary with Carpenter and Kurt Russell, and they were talking about the dog and like how good of an actor the dog was. And it was like, wow, yeah, he really is. Like that long shot where he's moving through room to room. He's like, then we pulled back and he didn't look. I was like, wow, that dog is a good actor. Good.
Yeah, he brought that sense of menace, and yeah, he's just a dog. So
That,
what were you gonna say, Heller?
Well, I was gonna say I showed this to a group of my friends right after we all got right after like the summertime hit, and we all got our vaccines. We got together and we watched the one movie from Linklater that had like the weird rotoscope animation.
Waking Life.
Oh,
no, I'm thinking
the other one with Kurt. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Waking Life? No, not Waking Life, but the drug one.
Yeah, the drug one. The drug one.
Oh, Scanner Darkly.
Yeah, Scanner Darkly. We watched Scanner Darkly, and then we watched The Thing.
Oh, that's a party.
And the Scanner Darkly just like blew us all away because we'd never seen it before, and there's a lot to like. And then I was like, but if you guys like that, wait till we watch The fucking Thing. Like the drums start at the beginning.
Oh, yeah.
We've got the full 5.1 audio spread right off of the 70mm mix. And it's just like, I'm like in from moment one. This is one of the great John Carpenter features. He did a killer slate of movies in the 80s, and this might be the best one. And I'm just like lapping it up. Like, give me more, put some chocolate sundae on top of the disc. I'll eat it. This is great. And it wraps up. I'm like, I'm cheering, and my friend's like, I thought it was fine.
He said, get out of here.
Kick him out.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought maybe you suck. I didn't really like it very much.
Oh, come on.
I'm going to get new friends.
Yeah.
Like,
should have been debating whether or not, Kurt or Keith David were the Thing at the end. Yeah, that's the proper reaction.
Yeah, I'm just sitting there, just like all of my enthusiasm, you just feel the tension in the air, and it's just like.
That reminds me of a story. A buddy of mine on the ship, he watched Videodrome with some of his friends for the first time, and he said all of his friends were on their phone while watching Videodrome, and it was done. It's like, man, it was okay. I was like, this is exactly the problem. This is watch the fucking movie. Yeah.
So there you go.
It's just
The Thing. Watch The Thing, unless you're Chris's friends.
The Thing. It's an immaculate movie.
Friend, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, it's an immaculate movie from start to finish. One of the great genre sci-fi features of the '80s, in a decade where there's not that many like classic sci-fi movies after the turn of the midpoint. So.
Silliest trivia about the movie is there's only one female character in the movie. Do you know who it is?
The dog.
Nope, not the dog. The chess computer.
Oh, yeah. Cheating bitch.
Yeah.
All right, so my third one, we're going to throw down, I guess this could technically be the one that I didn't like, but actually I did like it, even though people were complaining about it back in the day when it dropped. Stephen King's It. The television version, again, features a creature that is humanoid through part of the film, but because I didn't have more creature features, you're gonna have to deal with this. So Pennywise is also a giant ass spider, which also pissed off people, but I mean, it is what it is. If you go to the book, like, he fights a giant turtle from space, so like, who cares? Space turtles. When Stephen King gets cosmic, he gets a little weird. So I don't know. It's more about the rest of the story, which is great, about these kids in Derry, Maine, and it's got two different stages of their lives. Once they're kids and they encounter this evil in this small town, and then once they're a little bit older. And this one staged differently than the newer version that came out a couple of years ago. The first part of the film is more focused on the kids, and then the second half is when they introduce the older versions of them as they must again face the evil that is Pennywise, that is haunting this small bucolic Maine town. But I love these films. I like films like this and Lord of Illusions, where somebody like actually dealt with something supernatural. They encountered it, they faced it down, but they didn't quite do the job. And so they live their entire rest of their adult lives in fear of ever having to face it again. And then they have to face it again. And that's really what drives the second half of this thing. But I enjoyed it. I mean, I still recall having to play a concert on Sunday night, the night the first part of this aired. And I was really worried that my VCR program wasn't going to catch the beginning of it. And I was so psyched when I came home, and I'm like, yeah, I got it all. Plus I rocked balls and played Seek and Destroy tonight. So yeah, I have fond memories of it. I think it really gets the kind of small town character stuff. Of course, it was an ABC TV movie, so it has to pull some of its punches, but occasionally Pennywise does change and mutate and grow scary teeth and stuff. And yes, he turns into a giant spider. So even when he's human, he's technically a cosmic being the whole time. So yeah, I guess that's the best I got. There you go. What do you got, Ryan?
I followed the directions that we made up on the fly.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start off with a movie about a crocodile.
Okay.
So this giant crocodile starts like eating people in this lake in Maine, and they go to find out why. And it's got a little bit of everything. You've got like A-list actors. You've got Betty White. You've got everything that you need in a movie. And after watching it, I'm like, they could remake this now and you could still put Betty White in it, because yeah, I mean, they did some really shitty sci-fi reboots, but like they could do a Lake Placid Returns or something this year and have basically the entire cast, which is crazy to think, being that this came out in, I don't know, one of those later years. So yeah, I highly recommend that if you find it. It's common, I think.
I was gonna say it's not a late release or anything, so
no, it's definitely not Japanese only. So
yeah, you can probably find that anywhere.
Sure.
The next one, Eaten Alive. So this is about a psycho hotel owner, and when the people piss him off, he like feeds them to his crocodile that he has like caged up in like the bayou outside. This thing is super dark and gritty, and it is absolutely amazing. I just loved it. And you can't beat just like
is that Umberto Lenzi? Is that Lenzi? Who did that, Altman?
No.
Who did that?
It's
different movie.
Tobe Hooper.
Oh, it's Hooper. Oh, okay.
It's Hooper.
Oh, we don't care then. If it's not Italian.
Yeah, that's true. But
never mind.
Yeah, so Crazy Crocodile. And then I decided to mix it up a little bit, and I watched Alligator 2, The Mutation. So instead of a crocodile, you have this alligator, and it's a sequel from a movie that's not on LaserDisc, because I mean, there might be like a Dutch LaserDisc or something, but they're not real. So shout out.
I think that was filmed in my hometown.
This one?
Yeah.
It probably was. You've got like alligators everywhere. But anyways, this alligator
really wasn't.
Lives and like is feeding on the toxic animal waste from like a chemical plant, and just gets like huge and starts terrorizing people, because that's what alligators do. They just eat people. And so they go and try and stop it. And, craziness ensues. It's got some professional wrestlers in it, which is always a bonus.
Ooh,
I mean,
right.
There's multiple sequences where they're like talking at a place and there's just professional wrestling going on in the background. So like you've got alligators, professional wrestlers. It's a sequel.
Perfect.
I think it was probably straight to video, which, that pumps it up a little bit. So
no unique creatures that actually don't exist that were brought into life by creative filmmaker types.
Nothing's scarier than real life.
I like it.
So I'm gonna pass it off to Howler if he's around. Is Howler around?
I'm here. I'm back. I exist.
Oh, okay.
All right. So I had to hash this out aggressively with the rule bearers, who repeatedly shot down. I wanted to bring Homeward Bound, The Journey Home, and that was ruled out because even though it had creatures, it's not a horror movie. But I'm going to ask, have you read
Scary,
this?
They're lost. They
I was going to say, they're lost. Scary. They got to get home. It's true horror for children.
Sure.
But I had to scrunch about, because as my peers amongst you know, but you guys might not who are watching, I fucking hate horror movies. That's why we don't purchase horror movies. I don't like being deliberately scared. I respect them deeply, but I think
you just talked about how you like The Thing.
I know.
Yeah, but The Thing is not a straight up horror movie.
Yeah, it is. It's
about as much of a horror movie as Alien is.
No, it's
Alien's a horror movie too.
It's a horror movie.
And yes, it is.
I don't get a sense of dread from watching The Thing. I really, really, really enjoy John Carpenter's
sense of dread.
Ryan, please kick him out.
Okay, so what I'll say is, I'll preface this. When I was in high school and most of college, I did not like
this guy sucks.
I did not like horror movies. I have learned to appreciate them a little bit.
That's fine.
A little bit, but I don't have very many of them. I have like 3,000 movies, like 10 horror movies.
Okay.
So,
it's okay. I got 1,000 plus. I don't have any creature features.
I'll have 69. That's it. I'll have 69.
The first big obvious one that I've been talking about is I watched the late release genre movie Deep Blue Sea.
You've redeemed yourself in Altman's eyes.
Which features delightful CGI sharks. It was the year 1999, therefore they had to put all of their money into
when you
CGI.
Were 4 years old.
Yeah, I was 4 years old. This came out when I was 4 years old. So what I like about this movie is that it's deeply unashamed of how stupid its premise is. The premise is what if we made sharks really fucking smart so that we could harness their brain cells and give them to Alzheimer's patients? Like
that's science, baby.
Yeah, that's logic.
So close on the edge of actually interesting, but then it turns out that sharks are angry and sharks want to kill everything. It boils sharks down to monsters. And it's just
great, perfect for the topic.
Yeah, it's great for a creature feature.
It boils sharks down to true evil creatures. It's got terrible acting. I would say, as a general rule,
Sir LL Cool J's in it, though.
Rule, it's got to have some of the most average, bland performances. It's got good technical specs as a late release disc. And you know what? It's a messy movie. There's a lot of things where it's just like, oh my God. Like, there's a lot of things that just don't feel good when you're watching it. But when it's over and they're harpooning a shark from a huge distance and using dynamite to blow it up, it's just like, God, I gotta say, it was delightful, you know? Like, it's sometimes you just gotta watch a really middle-of-the-road movie. Listen, don't come at me. I've seen the Rotten Tomatoes score. I've seen the general reviews. They're much harsher than I am. They don't say anything pleasant. At least I enjoyed watching this movie, okay? I didn't hate it.
Doesn't sound like it.
It does not sound like it at all.
I can be critical
just calm
about
down,
something
dude.
that
just
I
calm down.
Fine. You know what? I'm going to keep going. So that was my first one.
All right.
It's good. It's good. Solid.
My second one is
trash.
The Japanese low-budget horror science fiction film Parasite Eve.
That's a flex.
So for those of you who were around in 1998 and had a PlayStation, Square Enix made two video games called Parasite Eve and Parasite Eve 2 for the PlayStation. They were not terribly successful, but they're beloved. They're kind of niche, middle-of-the-road action RPGs. And they are sequels to a Japanese novel called Parasite Eve. This is a low-budget movie adaptation of the novel of Parasite Eve that, according to what I have read, throws away everything about the book that had any sense of nuance or intrigue. The general premise is that the mitochondria of the cell. Do you guys remember what the mitochondria does?
Ooh, it's last time. Yeah, turn your chair around.
Is that like
talk to us?
Or
no? Do you remember what the mitochondria does, class?
It makes you light on fire when you're at an opera.
If you have a
you remember me. You remember me talking about this.
No, I played the video game, but
So you played the video game, so you just know. So the general premise is a series of mitochondrial units in somebody's cells evolved and became sentient and decided they wanted to take revenge on humans by developing them into more sophisticated mitochondria in like labs. So they started taking over people from the inside and using them to further their own abilities in lab testing, and then reinfecting humans to start killing off the entire race to take over the planet. So the premise is there's this woman named Eve, or there's somebody who becomes the parasite Eve, who's supposed to be the spawning point of these new generation of mitochondria. Mitochondria create all of the energy in animal cells and plant cells. So during the sequence, several sequences, the mitochondria would infect people and then spontaneously combust them in the middle of like conferences, and like they visit a hospital and they start just like lighting the patients on fire. And it's not high art. It's not terribly well written or structured. And in fact, I read the contemporary reviews and they were horrifying to it. But I genuinely like the goofy premise and how serious they take it. It's kind of like Deep Blue Sea in that it's really, really, really dumb, but it's done with great like gusto. Like there's like this guy, he's giving a convention, he's at a convention, he's speaking, and he's like, hey, we're gonna do all these great things with biotechnology. And Eve walks up and is like, nope, we're in charge now, and just lights him on fire by like snapping her fingers. And it's just, the special effects are so low budget. It's so funny to just watch this man just start burning. Like, it's supposed to be serious and terrifying, but I ended up just chuckling really hard, which maybe makes me a sociopath. I don't know.
You might have discovered something about you.
Yeah,
was that
I made this movie though.
Did you have to genlock that as a Japanese language only?
I had to genlock that. I had to pull some really shit subtitles off of a really backwater website and run it on top. Like the subtitles would just be broken where I'd have to like use context clues to figure out what they were saying. It was really messy. Very interesting movie. There is an English translation of the book that it's based on. However, it's been out of print since 2004. And it's like $300, and I'm just not in the position to spend $300 on a book. But it's out there, and I kind of want to read it. But for now, I've got this delightful LaserDisc Parasite Eve. And then you can get mad at me if this is a stretch, but my entire segment has been basically a yoga class at this point.
Hey, mine was too, so I'm cool. I can't get mad at you.
I'm going to bring out another. Well, this is an early 80s miniseries versus the late 80s, early 90s?
I think it was 1990, like exact, I think. Yeah.
This is one of my favorite LaserDisc box sets of all time. It's
Reptile People, man.
Yeah, it's the LaserDisc collection of V and V the Final Battle.
Did I get that for you?
No, I bought this in like 2012 or 13 from Kevin Kobos. It was very cheap. It was like $10. And I sat down one week, I think it was right after election week in 2016, and I watched the entire program from front to back. I usually buy things expecting to watch them about 5 years after I purchase them. And it's the first so it has both the series and its sequel series, because the first series was so successful. The first series is really, really tight. It's just this great story about aliens visiting Earth. They're humanoid in appearance, but they slowly learn that they're actually reptile people who have come to Earth to take it over and I think it's mine it for resources. Kind of like when any alien visits, they just want to ravage the planet and enslave us all.
Don't blame them.
Yeah, we got lots of nice natural resources.
We got good stuff.
And, the first I think it's like 90 minutes or like 2 hours. It's just really tight, well scripted. And it sort of wraps things up, maybe. It's been a long time, but I think it kind of leaves it open-ended for more. And so they commissioned a sequel series, and it's trash. V the Final Battle is rushed. The writing is bad. A lot of what made the original so interesting is gone. But V has such like a special place in my heart, because I was a freshman in high school in 2009 when ABC decided to reboot V. And I watched V as it aired and formed a discussion group in my freshman English class where the teacher and a couple of us would talk about each episode of V. And it turns out that show is not very good. But when you're 13 years old, it doesn't matter. Right. You'll watch anything and you'll think it's great, even if it's exceptionally average, because you don't have discernible qualities, they're like taste and quality yet.
There we go.
Oh, you've got the American or the American late release.
Mm-hmm. Of course he does. He has to trump you somehow.
And I don't have it. I don't have it with me, but I have the. They did they did a full length season of V, the TV show.
Yep.
And I've got that box set upstairs, but I didn't want to
watch every episode.
I have not even opened the box yet. I haven't.
Yeah. It's got good people in it. Mark Singer's the man. What? Robert Englund?
I'll watch it.
Ironside?
I'll make the promise to watch it after I eventually sit down and finish season 2 of the X-Files.
Oh yeah, you got to do X-Files first.
Yeah, I got to the last 3. He's always gonna make me look like a huge bitch.
Oh yeah, if you had it, then he'd suddenly have a DTS version.
You could have just let me have this moment.
I just wanted to show off the things you're talking about.
Instead, you had to make it about you and how you've got nicer discs in front of you, and now I'm just gonna cry.
That was the original title of the show. Is My Name's Ryan and I've got nicer discs than you, but we just kind of figured we'd change it.
Sam, I need you to edit like really sad piano music over me. Just
I'll see if Max can whip some up.
Yes.
All right, who's up next?
Altman, I think.
Altman. What do you got? You must have some creatures.
Man, so I kind of missed the whole inhuman part.
It's okay. I screwed up too, so
I can go on the fly, I think. So
embrace it, man.
Over the last couple of weeks, I have gotten a couple of movies. One I watched with my 7-year-old son, which, man, I think I was older when this came out, but I definitely remember I probably was about 8 or 9, so maybe I had a couple of years with him. But I watched Arachnophobia.
I thought about going for that.
First scared movie ever watched.
This movie, it scared the shit out of me when I was little. I just remember like never wanting to I scared of spiders. They were everywhere, but this one was directed by Frank Marshall, who is like a Spielberg guy. And man, what I've remember hearing about this one before is they weren't really sure how to market it, if it was like a comedy or a horror, and it kind of fell somewhere in between. And I remember being more scared as a child watching it, but definitely awesome effects. Like the spider gets shipped over in a cargo crate and mates with a house spider, and next thing you know, it basically destroys an entire small town of people. And that there's old people eating popcorn that get bitten, and I don't know, the special effects are great, the practical effects. But John Candy's great in it. Jeff Daniels.
Goodman.
This is oh, excuse me. Goodman, my bad. But yeah, this is a good one. Definitely up there on the creature list. I don't know. Good film. Good watch there with my boy too. He enjoyed it. He was way into it, scared, stay up late. It was awesome.
It's fun, yeah. My parents bought me one of the actual prop spiders from that movie because they went to some movie prop store, and I'm like, great, thanks. Yeah. I'm gonna put this in a box and never look at it. It's terrifying.
Dude, so the next one, I think I may have talked a bit about this one on a previous podcast, but it definitely fits this category as well, as Pumpkinhead.
Nice. That's probably the best pick so far.
One, way better than Hollis.
Yeah, dude, you win.
Oh man, so I know everyone knows about this film, but Lance Hendrickson's in it. He's the lead role. Basically his son is killed, goes and sees a witch doctor, spoiler alert. They summons this Pumpkinhead creature from a pet cemetery, I believe, and he comes, and man, the practical effects in this one is outrageous, and highly recommend this one as well.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. This is a good one. Stan Winston did all the effects in it. He's killer.
It's got some motocross stuff in it.
That one.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So, another one I got is keeping it with Me and All and Human and All. I got Anaconda.
Nice.
So this one's got, you know, it's got Ice Cube. They're going down the Amazon. It's got some big ass snakes, all kind of crazy stuff. God, what year did this come out?
97?
Yeah, it's like right in that like peak.
Yeah.
It's also always right.
I don't know. I remember this one being very rewatchable as well. I haven't revisited it in a while, but it's a good creature flick.
Good cast.
Yeah, man.
Jennifer
Definitely,
Lopez,
there's so many
John
more.
Voight, right?
Yeah, Owen Wilson before he was famous.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh,
that's right.
Yep. Wow.
What's it? Who's
Lopez.
it?
Isn't Eric Stoltz in there too? Like
yeah, he gets like bit by a mosquito like in the first 10 minutes and just like goes into a coma.
Right.
He gets to avoid all of it?
And then he just like shows up again. He's like, "Hey, how'd the movie go?"
I've never seen anything
Where's my
with
check?
Eric Stoltz in it.
Yeah, you should totally watch it again.
Wait, you never seen a what with Eric Stoltz?
I don't think I've ever seen a movie that Eric Stoltz is in.
Oh, you've never seen it or any movie with him?
Back to the Futures.
Yeah,
Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction. Eric Stoltz is in it.
Yeah,
he's the drug dealer.
Pulp Fiction.
He's the long-haired drug dealer.
Lance, his drug dealer.
Oh.
All right, Altman, please keep talking.
I mean, I don't really have much else, man. I mean, you know, these are my creature films that didn't involve humans. I had some other ones, but they had Dracula and Frankenstein and the Wolfman in it.
Dude, you knocked it out of the park with Pumpkinhead, though. That was like the prime example.
Yeah. Yeah, there needs to be more films like that, man. They're just, I don't know. It's awesome.
I'm sure Max has some good stuff. All right.
We're going to Max, we're going to Luke. I think
who's
Luke.
next?
I don't know.
Who's next?
Luke ready?
Who's ready? Is Luke ready?
You go, Max. That's fine.
Yeah,
all right.
Let's do it.
Just move people around.
All right. Okay. So I had to go with my absolute favorite.
I knew this was coming.
Nice.
We got the, just for good measure, I brought the nice, attractive.
That Japanese jacket's pretty sick.
Yeah. It's just a little bit bigger. Like he's just a little more defined than this one. I love it. This is absolute classic. I mean, if someone hasn't seen Creature of the Black Lagoon, then you're literally living in the Amazon ocean and you haven't seen him, because he's literally my favorite. He's the best. He's classic. And he's the Gill Man. He had 2 sequels even. So
damn.
He's high quality. And it's just the swimming scenes. I mean, geez. And it's in black and white, but it's, nothing's lost there. It's gives all the feels. I like to watch that typically October in an afternoon. I like a good black and white horror movie, and that's top of the list. I usually watch it at least once, maybe even twice.
I remember when they were showing that in the 80s on TV in 3D, but it wasn't really, it was just the red and blue 3D, and it wasn't really very good. But I still remember having to go to the drugstore to like pick up the glasses to go home to watch it, and like, the creature.
The new Bev is literally playing Creature from the Black Lagoon in 3D.
Oh, perfect.
Like coming up, I think, in just a few days, actually. So that's timely that you mentioned that.
Road trip. I was hoping someone would bring that up. It's one of the few Encore editions I don't have. I got to get that.
I know. Well, I'll see if I have another one soon. I'll put it on your
been
shelf.
pretty dry lately, because I actually thought like I need to buy that for this podcast, and then I find any. So
I know. I mean, yeah, I definitely have. Yeah, I see it right there. Actually, it's on my shelf. So
well, look at you.
So okay, besides that one, which immediately came to mind, this 100% came to mind.
Oh, Deadly Spawn, nice.
Every creature that exists, this beautiful toothy monster man is my absolute favorite that I've seen. He's just insanely good. This movie is it's just kind of eerie and weird, and it's just like all these creatures, they start out really small, and then they somehow like kind of morph together into this giant man, and he's just in the basement and he's eating everybody in the house. And it's called Deadly Spawn, but it's also known as Eating Machine.
Nice.
And yeah, I mean, this is just super high quality, just special effects, just like all these, like, so all the little ones, they're coming up from the basement during like the mom's like tea party, and they're like on all the ladies and all the fancy dress, and they're all just like, whoa, just everything is just insane with this film. I watched this at the Nouveau
Damn.
I want to say, like, it must have been in 2019 because they were like shut all of 2020. But I watched it in like October, so this obviously comes to mind for October. But it's just, I mean, these little guys, they're just crazy.
Nice jacket too. Yeah.
It's a great jacket. It's a great movie. This is I originally saw on the, I believe it's Terror on Tape, which is I have on LaserDisc, has like the whole like trailer for this, and I was like, oh my gosh, Toothy Monster, I'm sold. Like, just the whole movie is so good. I don't want to give too many spoilers because I really do feel like that's one people should watch.
Nice. All right, 2 for 2 so far.
And this one, wasn't sure if I should kind of go with one that was like one that I mean, I don't feel like any of my creature features I don't like, and I went out of my way to not talk about killer clowns or critters because it was like I've already talked about those a lot. Even Chud, I was like,
yeah, that's a good one.
So I was like, okay, so I'll go for one that's a little more controversial for other people, but that I actually really love.
That is a horror film, right?
I mean, the script is the horror, I think.
Yeah.
But basically, I mean, just incredible. Little Howard there. I love him. I literally think of Howard the Duck all the time.
And there's a pretty freaky, alien creature towards the end there. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Jeffrey Jones.
Rooney over here turning. Yeah. Turning into the craziest dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. This movie is like, I store this on the horror and sci-fi shelf because it's very much like that's science fiction-ish adjacent. I mean, Howard's from space, so
yeah. Music by Thomas Dolby, right?
Yeah, it's great music. I mean, can't go wrong with Leah Thompson and freaking, I mean, I don't ever remember his name in this movie, but he's Ed Rooney to me because he's
someday I need to watch Howard the Duck.
Oh, you should.
Watch it. This is honestly, it's. I mean, you hate everything, so you'll hate it, but
you'll also kind of like it.
Okay.
Enjoy it.
Can I defend myself?
Nope.
No.
All right. Well, I do have one Howard the Duck story to share. So,
sounds good already.
I found a thread where a bunch of theater owners were talking about 70 millimeter prints that existed. And they were talking about the quality of them. And they were talking about how Raiders was in tatters. They didn't have any prints of The Last Crusade. Everything was just fucking gone. But they had 2 pristine prints of Howard the Duck because it got pulled from circulation before anyone gave a shit about it. And nobody wants to run it. So it's like somewhere out there in a depot somewhere, there are 2 really nice prints of Howard the Duck in 70 millimeter. And no one will ever want to run them.
I could see them running it now.
Yeah, I can see the new guy playing it. And
it's got a cult following, right?
There's somebody's making a 4K Blu-ray of it, I'm pretty sure. I thought I caught that coming down the pipe. I'd buy that. I don't know. I don't hate everything. I love
Howard the Duck.
I'm willing to criticize things that I love because I don't think anything is perfect.
I mean, if he can get Leah Thompson, anything's possible.
Anybody can, yeah. I know. I saw that in the theater. That gave me hope.
We're not going to talk about duck boobs. We're just going to not talk about duck boobs.
Duck boobs are there.
There are duck boobs?
They're always implied.
I mean, Chris, watch it.
Really early, too. Like right away.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah, right away. Mm-hmm.
Oh, boy.
You can see the whole duck planet, which is, I honestly really like that part. It's just ridiculous. Like,
it's something.
It's something, all right.
You got any movies, Luke?
Nope. Next.
Fair enough.
Hot topics.
Yeah, real quick, I do want to. Okay, whatever. Here, I do want to show the thing again. Like this cover is just amazing. Like the Japanese covers are better. Like just showing the most horrific shit ever on the cover is great. Same with the widescreen version. It's like, flipping through the state. Oh yes, I would love to see this horrible creature monster. And then I even have the original thing just for good measure.
Very nice. Very nice.
No Obi, but remember, Obies are lame.
Yep.
I do want to one-up Sam. I do have the Japanese invasion bug. Okay, so nice. I swear to God, when I read the topics for tonight, I thought it was one alien humanoid creature movies, and that made sense to me. I'm like, okay, yeah, we can do that. So,
screw it, roll with it.
Okay, whatever. This is on the fly. I will talk about this guy first. Going to do some Criterion flexes.
Hi-yo.
Got my
Very
Criterion
nice.
brother Altman here. So the original Invasion of Body Snatchers. This movie was played a lot in my household as a kid. I mean, it just scared the crap out of me. Just the fact that they had to stay awake. Like they wouldn't turn into a pod person until you fell asleep.
Yep.
And as a kid, that just like, oh my God. Oh, I can't do it. Like, you can't do that. You can't stay awake forever. Like, it scared the shit out of me. And I rewatched this recently. It's solid. It's a solid movie. It's good. Of course, it's, the communism, whatever, blah, 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 blah. But yeah.
Full of allegory. Yeah.
Full of allegory. And it's good. My favorite trivia about this, there's a rapper called Aesop Rock, and he has a tattoo on his arm that says, "Must not sleep, must warn others," like tattooed right there. It's like, you know what? Goddamn right. We must not sleep, must warn others. Next one, another Criterion Flex. Blob, baby.
We're waiting for this one.
Did that
Yeah,
one.
There we go.
I almost did that one.
Yeah, Steve McQueen's first movie. Things happen in the movie. It's been a while since I watched this movie, but he's in the car with his girl, and then an asteroid hits. He's like, oh, let's go check out that asteroid, see what's going on, and it's the Blob. And then the Blob comes, and it's great. There you go. A lot of practical effects in this guy, and blah, 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 blah. Okay.
Got that great theme song.
Yeah. Oh, how does it go? I forget.
Beware, Bob, it creeps.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Crawls across the floor.
Yeah. That is good.
All right, guys. I ordered a 4K Blu-ray of Howard the Duck.
Oh my God.
All right, you're gonna watch it now.
It'll be here October 8th through the 14th. It cost me $20.
Perfect.
Thanks for that date.
I hope it doesn't break my my OLED.
You'll be fine.
Break your what? Your O-ring?
Yeah, you're gonna blow out an O-ring. How about a courtesy flush?
Okay, next one, real quick. Is Predator? Does this count? Kind of, sort of.
It's got a creature.
Yeah.
It's not a horror movie.
Yeah.
We'll allow it because there's a guy with a gun on the cover.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not
Ryan's
just
got
any guy.
Criterion overrules that.
Look at those muscles, baby. Look at
He is
Yeah.
shredded.
maybe my favorite Schwarzenegger movie. I watch this a lot, and I would quote this a lot. Inappropriate lines, of course, the most is when it, at work.
Also has professional wrestlers in it.
It does.
Was this after? Was he? I don't know. Yes, Jesse Ventura is in it. He's great.
Yep.
Also a governor.
Yeah.
Two governors.
Yeah.
The gubernator.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I don't need to talk about that movie.
So if you like
I
politics
have a
and
confession to
wrestling,
make.
There you go.
Oh, what?
I have
What?
not seen
You
the
haven't
Predator.
seen
Get on your
I
phone.
have the 4K Blu-ray of the Predator upstairs in my
Slack
collection.
jaw.
I
you
buy
get it?
things.
Yeah.
I buy things with the impression that I will watch them in the next 5 years.
well, if you start watching now, you should be done by the time we're done with the
So-
podcast. So
I honestly, best Schwarzenegger movie in my book. Like, it's so good.
it's not my favorite Schwarzenegger movie, but it's damn good.
What is your favorite Schwarzenegger movie?
It rotates, but it's usually some sort of concoction of Total
Commando?
Recall, Terminator,
Okay,
and Running Man,
Okay, those are all good. Those are
and then
Okay.
Conan.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Let's push it.
Yeah.
So real quick, a funny story about Predator. Bill Duke is in there,
Yes.
and he does something. So I watched this movie as a kid, and he dry shaves, and I think I've talked about this before. He dry shaves in the movie. I don't know if you remember. So he's just got, no shaving cream. He's just fucking dry shaven. And as a kid, I thought that was the manliest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. And so to this day, I do not use shaving cream. I dry shave that bitch. Like, because it's just, I did it in boot camp too, and all the guys are like, "What are you doing?" Like, I'm being a man.
Just like Bill Duke. It's got the manliest handshake in any movie too. So
You know what? No, that's not. Yeah, it does with what's his face? God, Weathers, Carl Weathers.
Carl Weathers,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm saying it's the manliest thing ever.
Yeah, it's great. Love it. So these last two are kind of the same movie, but I'll talk about.
Wait, weren't there 3? Didn't you do 5 already?
No, be quiet.
We're doing 5?
I guess we are now.
Which one do I want to talk about? The Hidden or Jason Goes to Hell?
Everybody knows Jason Goes to Hell. Do The Hidden.
Okay.
I've never seen Jason Goes to Hell or The Hidden.
What?
Oh God!
Who let this guy in here?
It was you. You specifically ended him.
Yeah, that was me. Sorry. The Hidden. Okay. It's been a while since I watched it this year for the first time. It's really good. It's got Kyle MacLachlan, really close to his Twin Peaks days.
Hell yeah.
But basically, yes, it is a lot like Jason Goes to Hell. And for Holler, who has never seen Jason Goes to Hell, it's Jason like goes from one body to the next. He's kind of jumping.
Okay.
And of course, the murderer like jumps from person to person to person. They're trying to find him. It's really good. There's a lot of gunplay in this movie, like more than I was expecting. And funny story, we were watching it, and I think someone in the movie he says, "Oh fuck," and then my daughter was in the room, and we're like just waiting for it, and she's like, "Oh fuck," just like, "Oh man."
Gotta learn somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Listen, all I'm going to say is that Ryan muted me. I'm just going to say it. You only mute someone when you fear what they're going to have to say. So
shots fired.
But seriously, Predator is an amazing movie. It's really good.
It's on my list.
So tight.
I'm not like a bullshit Rotarian. Sorry, Ryan, but it's like real. It's a solid fucking movie.
No, I know.
God, it holds up. It holds up way up.
No, it's
all killer, no filler too.
If I have energy after this, I'll throw it
Ventura's
on.
great, man.
Yeah. It's no fat. It's just
stuff will make you a sexual tyrannosaurus.
Hell yeah.
Jesus Christ.
That's a line from the movie, Holler.
I know it's a line. I can tell.
Get to the chopper. You might want to get acquainted with that. We got a few others. There'll be a quiz later.
Mm-hmm.
All right, good choices, everybody.
I work in education, buddy.
I mean, this was a tough one, so I appreciate everybody stretching, including myself. So I didn't realize
it was. I have of you,
Me too. I love creature features. That's a ton of my stuff.
I mean, I focused on one specific genre within the genre.
Yeah.
I realized I do have a shit ton of creature features. They're all fantasy, adventure, and sci-fi. So if we do a non-horror creature feature in the future, I am solid, man. So
you just want an excuse to watch Legend.
Dude, with the Fly qualified?
The never-ending
What's
story?
The Fly should have qualified, right, or no?
Sure.
I mean, it's got a dude, but he does turn into a fly.
I was going to pick that, but I'm like, damn, dude, like, this is human. He's a human, and that would have been in mine.
Yeah.
I would have followed the rules.
I know, it's tough,
Sticking on my brain. Creature, I barely even know her.
Boom. You brought her.
Also, the Monster Squad.
Oh, Monster Squad is so good.
This. Are you guys ready to do a Wolfpick?
Dracula.
Yes, Wolfpick.
You want to argue?
Bring on 2 movies I've never seen before. Let's go.
All right. I decided to switch it up this time because we didn't get to do some regular creature type movies. So I'm going to do some traditional human type creature movies. Also, ones that don't have DTS reissues and aren't big like late releases or anything like that. So I'm going to just totally ruin all the simple fun of going, oh, isn't there a DTS release? I picked that one. So we're going to get total dirt jabroni 80s pressing encore editions of Boris Karloff versus Boris Karloff. Shout out to Spencer. The Mummy classic, Universal Horror, versus Frankenstein, also a classic. So there you go. When Howler says he's never seen Frankenstein, then
never seen either one.
Again, as always, for the Wolfpick, we don't need an informed decision. We just need a decision. So,
what's the line in Ed Wood about Boris Karloff?
I've seen Ed Wood.
I'm looking it up. Okay, real quick.
Doesn't he say something like he can suck his cock or something?
Something like that.
Yeah. Keep looking that up. What do you got, Ryan?
One of them has a restored version. One of them does not.
This one does. Oh wait, it's over there. There it is.
Yeah. I have both of them, but like I hate watching movies that are from like before 1970. So like
that's why I picked these.
Yeah, I will never probably watch them, but I have them. So
and you've never seen Frankenstein?
The restored version, obviously.
It's
got a cooler hype sticker that's not a hype sticker. It's a gold logo.
All right. Cool. All right, Howler, what do you got?
I'm gonna side with The Mummy because
okay,
I've seen some of the reinterpretations of The Mummy and enjoyed them at least a little bit. I like the
completely different from those.
I know it's got to be completely different, but the premise of dudes finding a mummy has got to be at least a little bit similar.
Yeah, it's kind of a trip because it's more like this kind of gothic romance because most of the time he's in his kind of like younger human form. So yeah, it's not kind of what you think of when you're just like, oh, just creepy bandages and you know, this
that sounds deeply interesting.
It is. I think you would like it.
I've seen the 98, 99 Mummy feature film.
Classic.
Very different.
Nothing like that one.
Yeah.
Oh, I can only imagine that movie's a goofy late 90s Indiana Jones style realm. I've ridden the ride at Universal Studios based on The Mummy.
Okay.
Which one of, I think it might be the 2017 one, which was just hot garbage.
The Tom Cruise one?
Yeah. But I will say that because I've ridden the Mummy roller coaster ride of sorts at Universal Studios, I'm going to have to side with the Mummy.
All right, so we got one Frankenstein Mummy. What do you got, Altman?
Me? I got Frankenstein for sure.
All right. Frankenstein gets
Frankenstein for sure. Mummy's a good flick too, man. But got to go with Frankenstein for sure.
Hell yeah! All right, what do you got, Max?
I literally love every iteration of any telling of Frankenstein, and Frankenstein is just top notch. I mean, Bride of Frankenstein's great. Frankenstein's great. Friggin' Reanimator type things are always great. So I have no problem going full force Frankenstein.
All right, he's pulling ahead. What do you got, Luke?
So I looked up the quote, and both those are Karloff movies, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So, and Ed Wood, Bela Lugosi says, Karloff does not deserve to smell my shit. That limey cocksucker can rot in hell for all I care.
I knew there was sucking of cocks involved somewhere.
Yeah. But if I would have to, I'm going to have to go with Frankenstein. So a few years ago, I actually read the original book of Frankenstein, which is completely different. Mm-hmm. Frankenstein talks a lot.
Yes.
And it's very interesting how that story has evolved. So I'm going to Frankenstein all the way.
Nice. I do enjoy The Mummy too, but I'm also going with Frankenstein. So I mean, it is the restored version.
Yes.
And this
The Mummy is good. It's just so different. Like it is like a romance. It is crazy.
Yeah. So if you're into it's closer to Dracula in that sense, where it's the dealing with him and this
all are great.
Woo this woman there. So
after a landslide defeat like that, it's probably for the best that it's my last episode.
Nah, I mean, somebody had to rep The Mummy, so that's a good one.
Not your last episode, Holler. Come on.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Luke would be so sad.
You would have to strangle me to keep me away from the LaserDisc podcast.
Oh, okay.
We're getting a restraining order now.
All right, so I'm going to have someone strangle me off camera. I'm going to have you cut that in later, okay, Sam?
It's weird. That's weird. I don't care what weird sex stuff you're into, Holler. Yeah. We don't need to know about
it.
Oh, you want to talk about weird sex stuff? I just saw Titan.
Oh, all right. Save that for later.
Non-LaserDisc pickup.
Well, we talk.
Hey, LaserDisc pickups. Let's talk about those.
Are we doing something?
Boom, boom, boom. All right. First off, I promised to show this from a previous. I mentioned I had Future Shock because it's Max's favorite movie of all time. Not really, but we were talking about the comic book. So I finally cracked the shrink wrap open on this sucker.
Did you get it?
The comic's in here. Yeah,
oh my gosh, I'm very excited.
Yeah, hold on. The artwork is really bad.
Oh, perfect. Matches the film.
There you go. Future Shock.
Oh my God.
#1. And it's full color inside, but
is there a Future Shock #2?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Probably it.
Yeah. So sorry, I'm trying to get a good.
The movie did not do well. I really don't think that the movie did well.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's got like 12 pages. So and then it's got special offer. I guess the woman who's in it also co-wrote it, and then she's got a book that won like the Saturn Award, so you can buy her book, I guess. So
Scared Prey.
Yeah. So Vivian Schilling. And then, of course, it's got, you know, the poster for the movie on the back, even though you just bought it on video cassette or LaserDisc. So, yeah, man. And I think it's an Austrian pressing. Hold on. Yeah. Because whenever I see these sick polyline sleeves, and this is DADC, Austria usually uses these guys with the cool LaserDisc logo there. So, nice. Score. All right. Anyways, on to the real pickups. Ryan sent me this today. So thanks, Ryan. Some Quatermass in the Pit action.
Nice.
Still working on the Hammer Collection Elite films. So little by little, one by one. So I'm trying to keep it spooky. I didn't buy any others because, of course, I'm still trying to integrate this lot. So I just picked a bunch of random horror movies out of the lot. So just to bring it back old school, shout out to Spencer. We got some Cabinet of Dr. Caligari.
Ooh. Nice.
Just cracked the shrink on that.
You've seen it before, though, right?
Oh, yeah. Lon Chaney, Hunchback. Got to have that, too.
Cool.
Got
a good series, that Silent Classics.
Yeah, dude. I got two versions of Jekyll and Hyde. I got the Landmark Classics.
Oh, nice.
And then I got the Lasers for Less reissue with like bonus features and stuff. So let's see what else we got. Got The Addiction, which I have on Blu-ray, but I've been wanting to get this LD for quite some time. So yeah, it's like 90s angst mixed with college philosophy classes mixed with vampires. So
you've sold me on it.
God, awesome.
With Christopher Walken in it for 5 minutes.
God, like, perfect.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
Sold.
I also have this on Blu-ray, but Freakin's The Guardian, Tree Demon. It's coming to get you. So watch out to get that. And what else? The Not As Good Werewolf, American Werewolf in Paris. Yeah, but I didn't have it, so got that.
Yep.
Kind of late release.
Yeah. Of course, I never had Tremors 2, so now I do. So Fred Ward's Finest Hour. And I think Luke's really into sand serpents, or maybe that was Ryan. I think Ryan's really into sand serpents. So.
I hate them.
It's not the Criterion, but I really like this RKO double disc of King Kong with the full artwork there. And then on the flip, Son of Kong. It's a really nice RKO set. So it's got a
RKO Classic series is super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw a lot of Japanese RKO classics, and I am kicking myself that I didn't get more of them. Like I should have just bought all of them.
Yeah, great.
Definitely.
I got a whole bunch of them in a collection probably, 4 years ago now. Haven't really dipped into them yet.
You should.
Yeah.
And
you got like a year left.
Yeah, you do it. Also not Criterion, but had to get the Night of the Hunter, the newer release. Like that one. Double feature. This is going to Spencer, Fay Ray, Mystery of the Wax Museum, and Dr. X. Other double. Not the Criterion, the reissue. Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Yeah, it's so pink and the green.
Is that in color or no?
I don't think it's a color.
Okay.
I think it's black and white.
There's some special features on there though, right?
Yeah, let's see. Production highlights, yada yada, starring Kevin McCarthy. Yeah. The theatrical poster. I don't know. Okay. Doesn't say.
Okay.
But it's a nice jacket.
No chapter stops.
Yep. From Dusk Till Dawn 2, Texas Blood Money.
Hells yeah.
Lots of action. It's a deep analysis. Someone said they wanted the show to have more analysis, so there we go. Lots of action.
Is there a lot of action or like a little bit?
Lots.
No, it's lots plural.
Yeah, more than just a lot.
Yeah. This has creatures, but War of the Gargantuas.
Nice.
Ooh, nice.
Love that art. That art's a little goofy, but it's pretty fun. And what else we got?
That's a Toho, right?
Yeah, I think it's Toho. Let's see if I can pull out any other random things here. Oh, I do have a Criterion in here.
Yay!
Just for Luke.
And Altman.
Yeah, yeah, too. He's the first Criterion. Quite on. So there we go.
Quite on these nuts. Sorry. Been drinking.
There you go. Uh-oh. Who's been drinking?
That's me.
Okay.
Me.
Just check. Anything else? Yeah, Encore Edition. Yeah. We'll do another double feature. We'll close it out with this. Die Monster Die and Comedy of Terrors. So there you go. This is actually I think a adaptation of Color Out of Space. So I haven't seen that one.
It's the monster.
Oh,
The
cool.
It's in German.
Nice. Look at you with the comedy German jokes.
Simpsons. Yeah. Okay.
I got plenty more, but that's enough for now. Let's move it on to Ryan.
Cool. I got some discs.
I'm sure you do.
No.
We'll just jump right into it. You guys had been choosing discs for me, so I said, screw it. I want to do my own list. So here we go. Thank you to Max for, no, not this one. One of these. I don't know. This is Witchcraft 8, I think. Salem's Ghost.
Are you complete?
I am now complete.
God,
are they any good?
Man, I'm so jelly.
I mean,
I'm so jelly.
Do you think they're any good?
No.
I listen. My reputation for being a hater is now renowned, so I'm going to refrain from commenting.
Anyways, we'll just keep moving on. Scooby-Doo with the dual school.
baby.
This is a tough one to find, surprisingly.
Jelly.
Scooby-Doo, Image Entertainment.
I am Scooby-Doo complete. Are you Scooby-Doo? There's 4 of them.
I don't think so. I think that's the only one I found.
I guess I'm better than you. That's cool.
I stopped at some random like DVD store and I'm like, hey, do you have LaserDiscs? And the guy's like, I got a ton of them, but they're all in storage. And I'm like, oh, that's helpful. He's like, well, there's like 4 boxes, so if you find anything in there, I'll just price it. And thank God he didn't say like $90 or something crazy. So
that's fucking sweet, man. That's great.
Nice late release here.
Yeah.
It's got a little staining because I took off the label, the sticker that was on the cover.
Why did you do that?
Sticker people. It was like it was like one of those that was like peeling anyways. So.
Yeah, get rid of those stickers, man.
But maybe I'll hit it with some like lighter.
Yeah, Ronson all it.
Blood Fight with Bola. This guy.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
This one's surprisingly
2 words
hard
that
to
just
find.
go together.
I mean, look how ripped he is.
So ripped.
He could just tear through anything.
That's incredible. Blood Fight.
Moving on, Witchcraft 6.
Yes.
666.
I love the 3 6s. Great cover design.
Yeah.
I'm sure this one's
The
really
number of the
quality,
beast.
unlike number 8.
Yeah.
6 was where like it peaked, I think, in the series, and then 8. By the time it hit 8, it was.
I would have to agree with you. You're hitting on the head.
Yeah, let's do some analysis here. People want some analysis, so let's get into it.
I picked up this in I think Pittsburgh, Mardi Gras for the Devil.
Oh.
It's Robert Davi and Michael Ironside. It's kind of like I guess it's kind of like a thriller kind of thing, suspenseful, a little supernatural. Yeah, so really, really cool. Kind of hard to find, surprisingly.
Where did you get LaserDiscs in Pittsburgh? Did you like go to a specific place or?
Yeah, I can message you the place offline if you're ever out there.
Put a map up for all the kids out there to see.
I was gonna say I've been
in the Pittsburgh Mall. It's called
Hot. Oh, don't tell. I'm going.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Hot topic. All right.
I was gonna say I know
Trevor
a good
gets
record
piercings
store
there.
out there.
Yeah, can you get any piercings there?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you can.
Trevor's been there.
Genitalia pierced.
Can we give Trevor's email address? He can show you where to go.
Yeah, it's piercingmaster69 at AOL.com.
Oh wait, AOL. Okay, I'll put the subtext up there. Yeah.
So moving on, found this at the Exchange over the summer. Like I have all these like stacked up titles, and I was just like, I'm showing these because you guys kept picking other crap. So Big Man on Campus, which surprisingly hard to find. Another great Image Entertainment.
Is he like a Sasquatch or something, or is he just fat?
I think he's like a Sasquatch. Look how tall he is. He's as tall as like this the spire. He's got to be like at least NBA height.
Or it's Hagrid.
I got this. Yeah. I got this one from Maxeene, and I'm proud to report that it's rot free. So my adventure to find a rot free amazing panda adventure has ended.
That's been a long journey, brother.
It has. I think I went through 3 copies, and needless to say, I'll probably not watch it now.
The chase is what it's all about.
Oh, it was totally about the chase because like once it started, I need to complete this adventure. Yeah. Now I don't even know what the movie's about, but it's got a panda in it.
It's got panda, yeah. It's a creature feature.
Nice creature. Mutant.
Mutant's dope.
It's a nice vest. So.
Cover's worthy.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Man.
I got a couple other comments coming. Almost Heroes.
Nice.
It's got our man Chris Farley and some smoke. I don't know.
Friend.
Yeah. I got a little monster here. Little monster with Fred and Howie.
Nice.
And yeah, pick that up. That
was a good deal or no deal?
It was a hard one to come by.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised you didn't have that already.
Yeah.
I never run across one. I just didn't. So finally I went out and got one. So Boogie Nights DTS. Thank you, Maxeene.
Shout out to Vinny. He's got a new movie coming out there.
Noise.
The Boogie Nights guy.
Piranha.
Oh, snap.
This has got Baywatch's Alexandra Paul in it. That's, I'm sure, why people watch it. They're like, oh, she was on Baywatch, so it's got to be good. And then Street Fighter. I did not have this one. I don't know why, but I finally do. So, and it's the DTS version. I don't know if you.
Does DTS mean it's good?
Yeah, it's something about, like, I think the picture quality or something. I don't even know.
Yeah, you get to hear that Tuesday monologue in pristine digital surround sound.
Yeah, exactly. Cool.
Isn't there a signature collection too? Do you have that too? Or?
I don't know. Probably, maybe not. I thought I had it, so like maybe I don't have any of them. I sold them or whatever. But and then I got this guy.
Shout out to Peter.
He's from Cream. I think that's his most favorite thing.
Yeah.
Or famous thing. Eric something, I don't know, but it's DTS, I guess. I don't know. I heard it was easy to find this one. Mm-hmm. Yes. So and mine didn't come from Greece. So yeah, I am, I think 7 titles away now. And yeah, so I was really, really happy to get that in. And that was probably more than I wanted to pay for a disc, but I wasn't going to let it slip away. So.
But you're such an Eric Clapton super fan that.
Yes.
I mean, you got to have it.
It was definitely about Eric Clapton and not about completing it at that point.
Oh, sure.
I wish there was some Ginger Baker. I don't think he's out there.
Because, I mean, after midnight, you always let it hang
Jack
out.
Bruce. Yeah. If there was like a Jack Bruce DTS, that'd be way more valuable than
that would be pretty sick, actually.
People would be like, man, this is awesome.
No, yeah.
We're not that lucky.
Yeah, sadly. Yeah.
So, yeah, those were my pickups. Just some common stuff that everybody gets weekly.
Yeah.
Chris?
Which one? No, I'm just kidding.
Delta.
All right. So, as I've mentioned before, I'm sort of just trying to watch my LaserDiscs at this point versus pick them up. I guess this, this one guy, Luke, did dump a whole bunch of Criterions on my lap. You know,
what a guy!
He was like, well, I believe he declared that he's just going to start just sending me all of his leftovers and extras. There's some pretty good stuff here. Midnight Cowboy.
Nice.
It's called your problem now, dude. Your problem now.
Which I haven't watched since I was requested to watch it for a film class. Children of Paradise, which I know nothing about except that it exists.
Yes.
Fellini's Satyricon.
Oh, nice.
I have the box set of that, and
is that the one with Elvira's in it?
Yeah, listen to Satyricon sometime.
Yeah. Fellini,
great band.
Fellini,
Great band.
I
got a song called King that rips.
I watched 8.5, and it kind of like didn't resonate with me because I was just, I guess, not in the mood. I've got a lovely taped version of the Red Shoes.
Hype sticker.
I really do need to watch because I've never seen it. I've never seen a Howl and Pressburger feature. I know of their renown and their like.
Have you seen Black Swan with Natalie Portman? Same thing.
Yeah, I've seen Black Swan.
Then you've seen Red Shoes. You're good.
But I've also seen what's the anime feature? Oh, Perfect Blue.
Oh yeah.
I got some other stuff like the CLV repressing of 2001: A Space Odyssey, Super Cop, I Am Cuba. Luke really hooked me up. That was a lot of fun getting that random box in the mail. And then one night I was having a really late conversation with a group of internet buddies, and it ended up with me purchasing a copy of the Robin Williams definitive classic Flubber.
Yes.
Which
it's not even
I
DPS.
watched.
How did you not already have that?
Because, okay, so my story with Flubber goes all the way back to 2010 when I was a freshman in high school. We looked it up on LaserDisc database during class on a school computer and saw that there were no copies for sale. And I was like, I just never thought about it again. And this copy was $8. I watched 20 minutes of it and realized never thinking about it again was the right decision.
I mean, there's a DTS copy for $50 for sale right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but guess what? It's not going to improve the writing.
Oh, I think it does, right?
Yeah, it does. Like the DTS is all
10%?
about the quality.
Right, why don't you let me borrow your DTS so I can evaluate it?
I'll get right on that.
And I think it has that Bruce Campbell like commentary too. I think.
Oh yeah, that's extra bonus. Yeah, good point.
Yep.
And
Only
Bruce
on the
Campbell
DTS.
hangs dog.
Yep.
The DTS
I mean, it's one of those things where it's just like, flip it on when it's on when you're drunk and you're on Disney Plus, but you don't need to have a. Also, it's a late release genre. So
Hey, I got a copy now, so I'm gonna watch it. So
didn't we both get our copies around the same time?
I gave you a shout out in the last episode because I showed it.
Oh man, that's how you summoned me.
Flubber friends.
And that's all I got. Again, I'm
All
not going crazy these days. I buy a lot of other nonsense these days. I've diversified, so
Cool. I got time for some other nonsense later, so get that prepared.
Sweet.
See what Altman's got.
Hey. All right. I got some stuff.
Hit us.
All right, so I'm gonna start out with some music. I got Rush.
Hell yeah.
A show of hands.
Nice.
With a circle hype sticker.
Yeah, mix it up.
non-Obi. Yep. Then I don't have a player that's compatible with this, but I got a non-Obi Venom.
Oh, dude.
Ooh.
We'll get you that mod chip.
Is that official Telp action or?
Wow.
I think Ethan Gallo is like 3D printing the mod chips, right?
Nice.
But yeah, I got the 7th Gate of Hell.
So
This
sick.
is way up Howler's alley.
Yeah, that's a sick one.
So Bill hooked me up with this movie called Witchboard about like
nice.
Ouija boards and stuff.
Yeah.
Yep. So I've watched this. This is awesome. Then I had to find this one on my own, and I got Witchboard 2.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah, man. The Devil's Doorway. Solid. Again, up Howler's recommendation.
Yeah, he's Witchboard complete, I think.
Intensively
Got
roasted.
Witchboard 3.
Yeah.
Then I got Dead and Buried,
Yeah.
Oh, nice one.
Yes.
which just got a 4K release from Blue Underground.
Yeah, I just have the old DVD. I'm a schlub.
Yep. Good film.
It's great.
Got this one. I think I might have posted this one on LaserDisc Forever. I got Taking Care of Business. I saw this movie so many times
Damn.
Nice.
back in the day on cable. But this one's cool, man. Got Belushi and Charles Grodin in it. Awesome flick. Then I picked up Gummo, which is kind of hard to find a little bit. Kind of weird.
Ooh.
One of those weird movies,
Isn't there some like
it,
Burzum
people
on the
hate it.
soundtrack or something?
Yeah.
Nice.
Something like that. This one was suggested to me by a Brotarian guy, but River of Death,
Yes.
Dudikoff.
Can't go wrong.
Solid. Nope. Then
That's
I
Wolfpack
finally
favorite
became
now.
Yeah. Then I became Leprechaun complete finally,
Yes.
because you got to have a space film,
Yep.
right?
That's how
Oh,
you
yeah.
know it's a full franchise.
Yep. Then,
Yes.
man, I got some more. So this one solely purchased on the cover alone.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
Seth Graphic.
Black Crows.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Booby blocker.
I'm sorry if I just demonetize you, Sam.
Okay, we got
Sorry.
Seth. I put
we
this
got
piece
Seth.
right over
Seth.
boobs. Yep.
That disc actually rips. Like it sounds great. So good pickup.
And then, man, just not to get all highbrow on y'all, but I got some.
Ooh, damn.
Oh,
Wow.
nice.
Yep. I'm just gonna leave it with that.
Wow.
It's easy to find though. So
That's insanely
It's
cool.
so easy.
yeah, we'll be seeing more of that.
This one starts with TELP.
That's how you
There you
know
go.
it's pretty easy to find. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a common.
Yeah. Like Celtic Frost or
Or Guar.
Don't have
Or,
that
yeah,
one yet.
Napalm Death, any of that stuff.
Yep.
So good.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Go ahead, Luke.
Yeah, what do you got, Luke? Bring it.
But what was that? That was Max's turn. Go, Max. You go first.
Oh, well, okay. All right, I have swag.
Ooh, what do you got?
Of course.
Okay. It's a
Cases?
tough call.
No?
It'll be cooler. All right, I'll start with something a little bit just wacky first.
Oh, damn. Panty Posse represent. Scarf action.
Little towel.
Oh, it's a
It's
towel.
terry
All right.
cloth. But
Is
I
that
like
for
that
when you
it's
go
got-
boxing?
This is like right after you've worked out to your LaserDisc workout video.
Yeah.
And you put the towel around your neck like everyone does in every 80s movie, like after they've worked out to a workout video.
Yep. Got to get that sweat off your neck.
Yep. It's terry cloth.
Nice.
Panasonic. I know
Sweet.
Vinny had asked if I had branched out, besides just Pioneer. So that one's a shout out for Vinny of non-Pioneer swag.
Yeah, you represent. I've seen you with some Sony swag.
Like content manager.
Yeah, Vinny, he gives us notes every week. And
Yeah.
He watches the podcast and then he sends Sam and I like this sorted list of things we did wrong, things we need, think about, topics we missed. Like,
if it's over 10 minutes, it's too long.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I imagine those notes get burned almost instantly.
Oh no, we pour over them and
Yep.
yeah.
He
Cherish them.
basically just puts Chris Howler's smile or sad face like every time. Great.
Somebody had to do it.
Yeah.
What else you got? See some shininess. Oh, clockage.
Ooh.
Wow.
With some map action.
Is that an 8-inch disc?
It's the world bit.
That's
This is
awesome.
an 8-inch disc. I have never seen the little, little like map vibe on that.
Yeah, that's sick.
And this is just a more Pioneer specific. There's no strategic LaserDisc branding on this particularly.
Taking over the world with LaserDisc, I guess.
Yes. So this is going on my clock wall, as is this.
Damn.
It's kind of got like a dartboard vibe.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is that for darts?
Like foam, suction cup darts or something. Like,
yeah.
but it's got like this little hang piece, and then there's kind of like instructions or some sort of business going on.
I see it says LaserDisc something up there, but yeah. Huh.
It's crazy.
That's sick. We're gonna play the game when we have our first Wolfpack meeting.
What it is? I'll
Wolfpack meeting.
Yeah.
It says invitation to LaserDisc on here, so I'll have to use my translator and translate what this says, and then maybe if there's game rules, we'll figure out how to play it.
Oh, we're losing Maxeene.
Okay.
Oh no! All right.
There we go.
Oh, Fisher. Now we're branching out.
Nice.
Yeah.
Damn.
Branch out for Vinny, but Fisher was my first record player setup, so it has a special place in my heart.
Nice.
So just nice quality, just satin jacket.
Do you have it like a Trans Am or anything? You should drive one with that jacket.
T-top.
We have a Dodge Demon, so
It's close. So that works.
Okay, last piece of swag.
Oh, damn.
Oh, no
Nice.
way.
Sick. Shout
And
out to
it's
Vinny Boncolari.
double-sided.
No.
Wow.
Too cool.
Dude, where'd you get that?
Yeah.
I'm gonna send you a link to something later, Chris.
That's sick.
Sweet.
Can you like repro that so that we all
I know.
can-
I'm not even kidding. It's on my brain here for sure. This is
Yeah,
a week.
it's
Hell yeah.
Yeah, sign us up.
And it's it's the heavyweight Hanes, and it's got a good feel to it. So I can even go with this vibe because it's like it's a good feel. I like replicating the shirt type too if I can.
Sick.
Okay, so let me get some disco here.
Hey, did you ever open up a Walkie Squawky from the other week?
Oh my gosh, I literally was watching the podcast last night and I was like, I never did that and I should do that. So still going to have to
remind
circle
you
back on that.
next
Yes,
episode.
please.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a lot going on. And then in a couple days, I'll be aboard of my normal frame of mind.
Yeah, Vinny was supposed to send notes and he forgot that part.
Yeah. So after
Oh, nice.
Campbell won.
showed this, I
Nice.
was like, well, I need that. So
Hell
I
yeah.
need to know what he's doing in the tornado.
Yeah, that's quality.
This was also shout out to several people who sent me the link for this one.
Nice.
Ooh, damn.
But it's
Necropolis?
Yeah.
Nice.
The
It
cover
looks crazy. I haven't seen it. Yeah, the cover looks great. I hope it's as good as the cover. I hope.
Nice.
Got more Tracy.
Just ice, huh? She is cool.
We'll see. Looks good.
Oh.
Nice.
Burt Reynolds, Frank and Dice.
Nice little mummy there. I think
Damn.
this is kind of family friendly.
It looks like it.
Yeah.
Like
So,
PG.
is it PG? Oh my gosh. I'm really excited then. It's actually like, it sounded really, really good.
We should do a family-friendly episode someday.
Yeah, for real. That would be fun, actually.
Oh.
Yes.
Wings. It's still sealed. I don't know why. I mean, this is such quality. How, you know.
Is he just like a psycho or is he possessed? What's going on there?
I know. I'm like, this is just like terrifying, but like, I
Yeah.
think he's just like worried. I don't know.
Oh. Yeah. I don't know what's going on.
I'm thinking it's a thriller. I'm not positive.
Yeah, and it's a reissue actually. There's a Image Entertainment release with like the standard like 80s cover. So like, yeah.
It
Like
probably
the
sold
VHS
out.
Cover?
This is an
Ooh.
unrated version.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Choice.
Ooh.
Good. Yeah,
Yes.
good freaking cover.
Sweet Glock.
Yeah. It's a good look to it. Sealed also, so I'll definitely open that.
Maybe it's got a comic book in there.
I know.
Nice.
Damn. Includes chapter search. Sick.
Yeah. This is some quality here. Still sealed.
Nice.
So I think that's all I'll show. So I'm saving some for my pal.
All right.
Sweet.
Awesome.
All right, Lou.
Yeah, now it's your turn.
Okay. Let's see. Unmute myself. Hello.
We can hear you.
Unmuted.
Can you hear me? Okay. I'm just
Work it out. Think it through.
Okay. So like Holler, I've slowed it down. Like after getting all the criterions and just throwing ungodly amounts of money at discs that I will probably never watch, I'm just like, let's slow it down. But I just bought more records. Who am I fucking kidding? I just switched it over to records. But I did get a few of them. I've been looking all over for this disc that I got. I can't, it's somewhere in this house. I don't know where it is. So if you could put up a picture of it, like right here.
Ding.
It is, I was the one that got the return of the Killer Tomatoes on
Nice.
eBay for like $10. And I'd never seen the movie before, but of course I've heard about it with George Clooney. He's in there, and I watched it, and it's something. It's
something.
it's something. A lot of sex stuff for a PG movie. Like a lot of the 80s were weird. Like
Yeah, everything was sexy.
But yeah, it was good. So I got that. Also, this came in a lot too. Nice Nosferatu.
Nice.
It's the one. It has a
Typo negative one.
So what?
Is that the one with the Typo negative soundtrack?
I don't know. I'm looking. I don't see it.
Damn.
I know it has a. I thought it had a commentary. I look. Yeah, exclusive commentary track. That's the thing that made me not sell it. So I was like, okay, let's keep that guy.
Yeah, but it's a commentary track from somebody you hate.
Holler does a commentary.
Yeah.
Was it just Bryson?
Bruce Campbell?
Yeah, I didn't want to tell you, but it's too late. You own it.
Okay, cool. Another one I got recently from a guy who was selling this on LDF. I was just looking through flip videos, which is dangerous, but I did it. I finally got Maze Mania.
Nice.
I saw, I think Max talked about it on an earlier episode.
Big fan of it.
It's terrible.
Terribly
You
entertaining.
go through like a Dracula's castle and stuff.
That was
Yeah.
dope.
Yep.
You not like fun? Who are you?
I had fun. Doing
I
it.
did it last night. I did it, and I guess I couldn't figure out how to jump to the frame on my remote, so I kind of like
That's
fast
not the
forwarded.
disc problem.
Yeah,
Say
that's
what?
user error.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Fine. Baby.
You didn't take the tutorial.
I was fast forwarding. I put the display on. Whatever. And I'm not saying it was horrible. I bought the fucking disc. Okay, I'm gonna keep it. It was just. Yeah. I got through the maze. I got through Dracula's castle. But then when the NASA one came up, I'm like, I'm done. I don't want to do this again. But yeah, I don't know. These are fun. You know, it's something different, something they were trying to do, and you know, they might. So what?
It's cutting edge technology.
Yeah. Pushing the format.
And I'm all about it. I got the.
Got mystery?
The murder mystery?
Murder mysteries. Oh yeah.
I got the Japanese murder mystery.
Oh yeah.
Flex.
Wow.
Oh my God.
So I got that
Obi,
too, but
boner
didn't show
Obi
it.
and everything.
DTS.
It's called Boner Obi is what it's called.
Boner Obi.
So yeah, there you go.
I haven't done the mystery ones yet. I got one of them.
Mystery ones are fun too. I have both of those. They're both really fun.
Yeah, I
only have one.
I did Murder Anyone in like 2010, and I remember we all had a good time, but that's all I remember is that it exists.
I heard Chris say he murdered someone and everyone had a good time, so I'm just going to write that down. Call the FBI later.
You recorded that.
Yep.
We murdered somebody in 2010. It was, all I remember is, I don't know who it was, but it was a good time.
Great time.
I'm a teacher.
Oh, so teachers can't murder people?
Yeah.
I think you can murder people.
All right, now I'm thinking I have to leave.
Yeah, and outrun the law.
I gotta get the fuck out of here.
Get your go bag.
I hear that hiding in Florida islands is a pretty good place.
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
All right, so I do have a few more real quick. So last weekend I went to Escondido, which is about 30 minutes away, just for a little staycation with the wife. And there was a Goodwill. There's a lot of thrift stores, and of course I went to them, and I found a little lot, a few discs. Originally, I was supposed to be in Japan at this time, and it's kind of sad that I'm not, but hopefully I will be going next week. And next time on the podcast, I'm just going to have the craziest shit you've ever fucking seen. How about that?
Yeah.
But I was excited to find these discs, but it's kind of sad because I'm going to find the craziest shit you've ever seen in Japan. But anyway, here's some fun stuff. I mean, these are fun. I was flipping through them like, oh, I found one disc. And when you find one disc, like, oh wait, there's more. Like, there's more in this shit. I got to keep looking. So I found another Schwarzenegger movie, Red Heat,
nice.
directed by Walter Hill. Which we may do
We should do a special about that, dude.
That'd be so cool. Dude. That'd be totally cool. Walter Hill's the best director ever.
Write that down, Vinny. Make a note of that.
So there you go. I did bring, I think it's funny when you have two actors, they say like, oh, let's put two stars. Who can we get? Schwarzenegger and John Belushi. Let's go, do it. Anyway, fun pairings are always good. Other one I found at the Goodwill is a nice copy of Stone Cold.
Oh my God.
Hell yeah.
This movie I remember when this came out in the 90s, I was, I don't know, 9 or something, and it just came out. I'm like, it's around No Holds Barred came out. Like, what is going on with these movies? They're so cool. There's just, so yeah.
Ooh, so good.
Anyway, that's the second one I found in a Goodwill here in California. Next one is Army of One. I found this guy.
Ooh,
So I was looking it up. It's got George Segal from, he died recently. He's from that show, Just Shoot Me, and the show Goldbergs. He's the grandfather. I have no idea, but I would love to see him pair off with Dolph Lundgren. So let's see how that works out. So yeah.
Can't go with Dolph Lundgren.
Yeah. So this next one, I totally sent Sam a crappy version of it.
Ooh, yeah.
With it all fucked up back. But I found another one. Even this is my second one. I found a replacement for my replacement. So
I'll send mine back and then we can exchange then. All right.
I didn't say that.
What? Oh, I didn't read the fine print. Damn it.
You'll probably be seeing this soon. Okay. And then the last one, the girl that was checking me out, not checking me. I mean, she was checking me out, but you know, she's
just
checking
before
out.
and after you smiled at her.
Hey, what are you? You're the LaserDisc.
I like
LaserDisc. So Goodwill, they have these stickers. I'm sure you've been to Goodwill. Some of these stickers, they're like $7.99 stickers on these things, and I might be having to take some of those off sometimes before I check out, because they're on the shrink wrap. And just take that off, throw it away, and then there you go. It's 99 cents. I forgot to do it on 2 of them. I was so upset. I was going to get Major Pain and oh shit, what's the other one? Hunchback of Notre Dame. I was going to get, anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm whatever. This last one I got, and this 18-year-old girl with the sternum ring in her nose, she looked at it and was like, this is a good one. No shit. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, man. This is a great movie. I watched the fuck out of this growing up. But it's funny that she was like, yeah, so all those others are crap, but Honey, I Shrunk the Kids is the one you're going to comment on? Okay, cool. Yep. This disc is interesting because it has a trailer on it. It has a trailer for Dick Tracy at the beginning of the movie, which is, you know, I think pretty rare.
Disney is one of the only companies I've ever owned LaserDiscs from that did that. A lot of their Japanese discs, trailers before all of them.
Wow.
Yeah. Especially the late releases.
And that's all I have for LaserDiscs at this time.
So, all right. So we now learned that Chris is a murderer at large, and Luke just like breaks the law, switching labels left and right.
Again,
criminal podcast.
Wasn't my recommendation the first time I was on a normal episode to do more crime?
To kill people.
What's wrong with this episode? This episode's not normal?
Yeah.
No, my first appearance was on a special anime episode.
Oh, yeah. Good point.
Yeah, I was not on a traditional episode. I was quarantined from the main group. And
yeah, we had to work you
slowly
into the group. Yeah.
You need to work him slowly out.
I'm so confused. You said this is the normal podcast.
This is about as normal as it gets over here.
Yeah. Yuck.
Yeah.
I know. It's yelling into their already way too hot speakers. Yeah.
Blowing out Max's
hot mic
computer speakers. All right. We got some hot topic stuff going on. You guys want to have a special guest?
Yeah.
All right. Let's bring a special guest in.
Special guest.
We have a special guest with us, in case you noticed a new chat head that has arrived. A very hot topic, something that's been kind of cooking behind the scenes, courtesy of one Mr. Ethan Gallo. Welcome, Ethan.
Hello.
I'm
glad to be here, Culturedog.
Thank you. Yeah, we've kind of known each other for at least in terms of corresponding through email for quite some time, because you've been...
Yeah, it's been a few years.
Yeah, a few.
Back and forth.
Yeah, and if people aren't on LaserDisc Forever, maybe they've even purchased some of your stuff on eBay, but you have a website and you are already selling spindle motor, grip rings and replacement loading belts and you got some more stuff cooking too. We're going to talk about.
Yeah.
What's your website?
It is laserparts.net, and really that's just a convenient place to have the links to the eBay pages for my things, because I didn't feel like paying for e-commerce, because as hot selling LaserDisc parts are, it's just not enough to justify an e-commerce account on my website. But I have it on eBay. If you look up any of the part numbers, you'll find them on eBay. I also lurk around on the LDDB forums, and obviously LaserDisc Forever. So if anybody's interested, you can reach out to me there. But yeah, laserparts.net.
What got you fired up on making your own replacement parts, other than lack of availability?
Sure. Well, I mean, that's part of it. Was my scratching my head, just seeing the links that people were going to specifically for the grip rings. I got a Mitsubishi, and it's still my player now, but it was a few years ago. My first properly decent LaserDisc player was a Mitsubishi. It was the clone of the 704, yep. And it needed a grip ring, and I was fortunate enough to be able to buy straight from Pioneer a replacement grip ring basically right before the stock dried up. But I was looking on it on forums on LDDB, and people were talking about painting the Plastidip stuff.
Yeah, the Plastidip, yeah.
And all sorts of interesting, I mean, very inventive and certainly creative ways of solving a problem. But I thought to myself, I'm like, I mean, I think we can probably do a little bit better than that. I was just worried about, like, you know, unless you're taking the spindle out, like you're going to accidentally drop some Plastidip in there, or, you know, technically, I mean, if the film of the Plastidip is uneven, it can make the disc wobble, and that could wear out your spindle motor. I'm like, there's got to be a better way to do this. So that's what prompted me to do it. And sure enough, the grip ring that I did get from Pioneer, because it's old stock, the rubber just degraded over time. I ended up needing to put another one on mine anyway. So I spent quite a while trying to find different industrial suppliers of material that would work, and then moved through a couple of different manufacturing processes. And now they're cut with a CNC machine in my basement here in sunny Westport, Massachusetts. Well, it's not sunny now, but anyway, so that's kind of how I got into that. And then that's kind of how I got hooked into LaserDisc forever, figuring out how to kind of triage and tinker with the players. And then, you know, became aware of other parts needs. So currently I've got grip rings for the 704 and the other players that use that same spindle. I've got the bigger ones for the S9 and the X9 but it's the same material. And then loading belts for a few different players, an optics belt for one of the older single-sided, or a couple of the older single-sided players. And I think the Atari unit also uses the same optics belt, I think. But so then you start learning about, like, that. I mean, that's relatively easy. Belts I get from a supplier. The grip rings I make myself. But then there's like the complex, like, plastic bits that break. And like the CD changer combo unit, they get such crap dumped on it because it's not a great player by any means, but to see these players being like chucked or just being, you know, relegated to like, oh, don't even bother with it because it's going to break. I'm like, if it's just one little part in there, surely we can make something happen. So I had been getting into 3D printing and CAD design and stuff. And so obviously the highest thing up on that list was the M holders, the motor holders, because the players that are afflicted by the breaking M holders, they're not the best players in the world, but they're pretty decent. But so many of them are just shelved. And I shudder to think at how many end up in a landfill just because, like, oh, well, you can't get the part anymore. There's nothing for it. So I'm just going to chuck it. So that brings us to today with a finished, and I can get you some stills to insert here, Sam, but a finished 3D printed M holder that has been the result of, for as niche a hobby as we have here. I mean, there's a lot of people interested in it, but it's kind of silly in reflection at the amount of time that this thing has been in the running. It's been like 2 years that I've been working on this. And I started out learning CAD, partly to design this, but partly because I wanted to do it, to learn CAD. But this is my second complete ground up re-CAD of the part. And I've gone back and forth with, there have been 6 people beta testing this for me, literally across the globe. We have Germany, Belgium, Canada, and then a few people in the States that have been going back and forth with like literally sub-millimeter changes, just that like make actual difference in whether or not the part functions, which is a little funny because on a lot of the LaserDisc, the LDDB forums, you have people saying, oh yeah, sure. Yeah, we can just 3D print it. Yeah, come on. Surely somebody can just 3D print this part. And I'm sitting there thinking like, I'm living this. And it's easy. It's straightforward in a way. And I mean, certainly if you do this, like if you're an industrial engineer for a living, I'm sure it's a cakewalk, but for somebody who's been teaching himself and really trying to like do quality control and make it, you know, a part that can be replicated reliably. Like I'm trying to make an end use product, like trying to make it as good as Pioneer would have made it, rather than just like cobbling something together. So we went through so the first design, a complete redesign, and then 5 different beta versions that had to be sent out each time to be tested. And finally we got a consensus that beta testers that it was ready for prime time. So that's kind of what this announcement is. We're ready for prime time. So we're going to take a baby step. The people that have tested it so far and have said that everything's ready to rock, they're probably a little more on the technical end of the spectrum with troubleshooting and adjustments and calibrating. And I'd really like to get a sense of whether all the kinks are worked out for the, the more average person who's going to tinker around with their player. And granted, it is a little bit of a more complicated repair. But we're going to do a kind of a soft launch. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cap it at 20 units for now, and then just like wait just like a month or something, just to get feedback from the people that have used it. Make sure there's no other kinks that I need to iron out. Like I said, it is kind of a more challenging repair. So I actually shot and I'm in the process of editing a how-to video on how to actually replace it and not, screw your player up.
Nice.
So and so I'll do that at those 20 units. I'll do it at a discounted price, just as a soft launch, and then from there, we'll just go to full price, and whoever wants to buy them can buy them. But so that's kind of the haps.
Well, congrats.
Nice.
Thank you. It feels nice to finally have something to actually announce. Because it's been like every now and again I would post updates on LaserDisc forever, and of course it got to the point where I just kind of didn't feel like posting anything, because you would get like a bunch of people like, hey, I really need one of these. Can I have one? Can I have one? I'm like, yeah. I mean, I could send you one, and it could mostly work, but I'm still working. But there have been a few people that kind of like hounded me about it, some nicer than others, and it's just really I'm trying to get the quality control down here, and it's just. I want to make it so that way it's a like a durable, repeatable, professionally made, quality controlled part. So that's where we're at. So I guess
that's awesome.
I guess I should say, so for pricing wise, I'm not looking to get rich off of this. Obviously, I'm going off of the pricing model that Pioneer had. I think these were last available from Donberg Electronics in Ireland, and I reached out to them. They were last selling it. I think it was like $40 a pop is what the price was, and I think it was similar direct through Pioneer when they were available. So what I'm going to do is for the soft launch, I'm just going to do $20 plus shipping. If there's any sort of revision that needs to happen, which I don't anticipate, but worst case, should that happen, you just have to pay repeat shipping, and I'll just send you a new version of the part. But like I said, it's mostly just it's less for the part itself, because I've kind of done the due diligence of that. It's more just for handling the installation process and making sure like the video is clear and concise and people can actually do it. Because the last thing I want is people to get all jazzed about this and then end up like screwing their players trying to replace it. But so yeah, anyway, you can, if that's something you're interested in, like I said, 20 units, and then hopefully within a month or so, it'll be available for everybody. So you can email me, thelaserparts@gmail.com, or you can hit me up on LaserDisc Forever is just my name on there. And then on LDDB, my handle is Fireproof710. And so that's that. But, and I guess I should also mention a couple other things that I've got in the works, which are possibly less of a demand than the M holders, the grip rings, the belts, but kind of a big deal when you think about the longevity of keeping these players alive is the spindle motors.
Yes.
When they crap out, it's just, I mean, they're weird looking motors. Like I have one here. This is from a 704. Actually, Sam, you sent me.
That looks like mine. Yeah.
Yeah. Yours actually went to, it got a replacement part that I made, and it went to James Russell, who's on.
Oh, nice.
Who's on LaserDisc Forever. And so he put it in a player, and the initial tests were good. I'm not sure where he ended up in terms of, I think he was planning on logging some hours on it, but basically it's this part right here. There's a bushing in there that wears out. And that's when these things start screeching and making awful noises. That's what's going on. And so it's a sub-assembly. It's kind of bolted on here, and you have to take it apart. Again, it's not like a super layperson thing, but I have a 3D printed and commercial bushing replacement for it. And that's like that. All of these motors that are like sitting in a landfill right now, it's like, hey, we can remanufacture them. So that's one half of the equation. And then here's actually the inside. This is the bottom of one of them. That's where the brushes are.
Nice.
the brushes wear out. They're little carbon contacts on like a little spring. And so those will wear down and start like digging into the armature of the motor. And so I'm kind of working on being able to redo those as well. So that would probably be more of a like, I'll sell you the rebuild kit if you're handy with soldering and you want to do it. Or I think James Russell was thinking about maybe doing like a remanufacturing service or something like that. But just it's like, if we kind of get the people that know how to monkey around with this stuff to make some sort of concerted effort to get these things kind of like on the shelf, so to speak, then we can keep the players going as long as they can. Because I mean, plastic stuff, one way or another, you can make it happen.
And that's great, because historically, the approach in the community has always been, hey, these players are busted. Hey, 3D printing exists.
Yeah.
Cool. Job done.
Yeah. Yeah. It's been a fascinating process for me. I was into FDM 3D printing, filament-based 3D printing prior to all of this. And that's what a lot of people, I mean, those are the most ubiquitous 3D printers. And people think like, oh yeah, they got 3D scanners and 3D printers, just scan it and print it and it'll be good. But it's like, and actually in the two-ish years that I've been working on this, there have been a few like homebrew projects that have started over on the LaserDisc, on the LDDB forums of people making their own, which is just awesome. But it's funny going through like some of the comments, and it's like, yeah, well, those are some of the same issues that I've had, where it's like, when you have to deal with, like fractions of a millimeter worth of precision will make or break whether or not, the gear lines up properly or stuff like that. It's insane the level of precision you need to be able to like measure the stuff. When I was calling for people to do beta testing for me, one of the things I put was, you need to own a pair of digital calipers, because you can't measure this stuff with a ruler. You have to be
precise.
So it's been a fun process, and I'm happy to finally be kind of light at the end of the tunnel for this one. And
Nice.
There's always going to be more projects, more parts in the pipeline. And yeah, it's been a fun little side hobby for me.
So we'll see you back when it's spindle motor time.
Absolutely. Yeah. Nice. Oh, and there's another, let me see, while we're on it, I got a couple other parts that I wanted to show. This is another spindle part. This is it's the hub that goes in the center that's spring loaded.
Oh yeah.
These little teeny arms on there break off. And again, all right, what are you going to do? Cannibalize another working player for it? It's like, come on, it's a little part. So those are tested and working. I had somebody else with the top loading players, the old ones. One of the transport gears commonly breaks on those, so I made those. So it's just like, especially with 3D printing, everything's digital, and as long as I have a process down to reliably make these things on demand, it's just a digital part on my in the catalog. And so it's like, okay, cool. Somebody needs one of those gears. I don't have to have a warehouse full of this stuff, and that's what makes it neat. Kind of democratizes things, as opposed to Pioneer having to do away with their warehouse full of a whole bunch of stock. I'm just a guy with a 3D printer, and I can have 8 or 10 of these things on demand, like printed up, and it occupies a box as opposed to a warehouse. So it's cool to be able to have this on demand for folks. So
nice. Well, thank you for your service.
Absolutely, happy to do it.
So yeah,
we're waiting for you to start printing discs next.
Yeah, any minute now, right?
Oh man, I love it. Confession: one of my favorite parts about being on LaserDisc forever is just watching the same arguments happen over.
It's time to make discs again.
Yep. Oh well, you know what? It's about a month has gone by. Here's another serious discussion as to whether or not discs are ever going to be manufactured. And it's always funny, because I feel like playing devil's advocate sometimes, where it's like, well, technically, I'm sure somewhere in a warehouse in Japan, you might be able to cobble together enough stuff to technically do it. But realistically, it's never going to happen.
Yeah, don't stoke the flames. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. We can do it, guys. We can do it.
Nice. Well, we give it about another year or so, and I'm sure you'll have a new, you can just 3D print full
Sky's the
players.
limit.
I'll call my uncle who worked at Pioneer. He knows.
There you go.
Now.
Connections. Well, cool. Well, thanks for dropping by and dropping.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me on the show.
Cool. We'll have you back.
Thanks, Ethan.
In true LDF fashion, we had a moment where a star of a film, and the son of the director and prime star showed up from the Roan LaserDisc, The Aftermath from Steve Barquette. His son rolled up and got into a fight with someone immediately because one of our LDFers was like, there's a German release and it's amazing. And he's like, yeah, that's a bootleg. And he's like, no, it's not. And then they got in a fight over who has the rights. He's like, my dad has the rights. He made the movie. He started it. I think they're still fighting right now. So there you go.
That's great that you, I saw that post and I just like flipped right through it. That's great that you dug into it.
He finally like showed him a picture of like the poster and he circled his name. And he's like, just to let you know. And he's like, I know who you are. And just kept rolling on. This is an official German film. It's an amazing Blu-ray. Yeah. Yeah, good time.
Blu-ray in the LaserDisc podcast?
Well, yeah, I guess they were talking about, new releases of it, stuff like that. So, yeah, there you go. The Aftermath. Get it. It's a Roan. It's a Roan release. So.
It's like a 99 one, I think, too. So
yeah,
kind of hard to find.
Wait one.
Do you got one, Luke?
Yeah, of course I have one.
Yeah, show it to the class. We'll wait for you.
I think I got mine from Ryan. Did you send me
there we go.
I might have, because I had gotten a second one. So yeah, like really cool.
It's either from Ryan or Max. Is one of y'all sent me in.
Yeah.
I will say I tried watching it recently and did not get very far.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So there we go. We got some stars in LDF.
Lukewarm review.
And we also have Peter Shallot. So Gene Shallot's son, who Luke angered when he yelled at that Friday the 13th guy. So there was that.
You're upsetting the Shallot dynasty?
Yeah, come on. Chill out.
He's not really related.
It is.
Yeah, he has. Peter Shallot is Gene's son.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't give a fuck.
We expect no less.
Yeah, I want to talk about that. So, I do. Okay, where do I start? I do love the Friday the 13th movies. Okay, it's like a warm blanket to me. You know, it's I couldn't say, whoa, LaserDog. And so the guy, he made a post saying, I've never seen the Friday the 13th movie ever. Like, first off, how is that a thing? Wait, Howler?
Howler's seen all of them twice.
Friday the 13th movie.
Have you seen one at least?
One? You already yelled at me for this.
You love horror movies, obviously.
But you didn't remedy this by then?
Homework assignment.
Okay, we love you anyway, dude. But so the guy said, I've never seen one. My buddy said I should watch one. I want to buy a LaserDisc. These LaserDiscs are expensive. Like right now on eBay, they're like $50, and that's like a shitty one. Like there's something
they're not really great
this.
pressings. Yeah.
Yeah. No, not only that, but there's something wrong with that disc on eBay. I'm sorry. So yeah, he's like, I'm going to start with this.
Like 5? Was it?
What?
Was he going to get 5 first?
4.
4.
Five is okay. For the record, 5 is my favorite one.
All right.
But 5 is like 5 is like the Halloween 3 of the Friday the 13th franchise.
Okay.
So it's awesome.
Yeah, so it's awesome.
If it had Tom Atkins, it would be next level. Yeah.
And I got upset. Yeah, I got too upset. But he was like, I was like, hey, you should just watch the movie. Like, you can literally buy the Blu-ray box set for probably the price of that shitty transferred LaserDisc. And he's like, whoa, I don't have a Blu-ray. I'm like, oh my, and he kept trying to poke me, and I kept falling for it. I'm like, fuck you.
Yeah, and then he called you a gatekeeper, and you're like, whatever, bro, and good luck with your life.
And then I blocked him, and that's the end of that.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit. But yeah, if you want to get into a movie, would you start with a rare version of the movie that costs a lot of money? Like,
and start with the 4th one.
I'm going to say I've made a lot of dumb decisions in the process of collecting LaserDisc that
this question might not have been posed to you. Maybe just the rest of us.
And I will admit, yes, I have bought some rare LaserDisc that I've never seen before. I just felt it was different because it's such a popular franchise. Like, why are you going to go? Why are you going to dive in head first for something? First off, it's not a good transfer of the movie. It's a shitty. I put on Jason Goes to Hell
for what you got. Yeah.
I put Jason Goes to Hell today. That shit is horrible. The fucking cover looks better than the goddamn movie. Like it's, yeah. If you want to enjoy it, right, get the Shout Blu-ray. They're amazing.
It is a great set.
Yeah, are they doing 4K transfers of some of those?
I'm sure.
Yeah,
it's next year.
To me, what it's like somebody paying $50 for a Star Wars LaserDisc. It's like, what are you doing? You know?
Right.
And Star Wars just look better. And yeah.
Fridays,
yeah. Where it's like, you know what? I spent $60 on the copy of Apt Pupil because it's a late release. I'd never seen it. And I watched it, and you know what? It was an interesting movie, but like, how many copies of that are floating around? You know, like did that even get a big reissue on Blu-ray? Probably not.
Not really.
It just kind of flew under the radar. Like, there's not modern pushes to make big deals out of like there is with Friday the 13th. So it's like I kind of agree with you. You know, like, you know. Get the Blu-rays. Maybe I should get the Blu-rays. Maybe next time I get a paycheck, I'll get that box set.
Do it.
You should. Do it.
Good luck.
I've never seen any of them. So.
Well, then this is great. You watch them all.
Yeah.
Altman,
this is a horror episode, folks.
Start with 7.
Altman, what's your favorite?
Dude, they're all good. They're all
the same. They're all the kind of same.
I think I like
3.
7.
3 is my favorite, followed by 4.
Yeah.
7 is the Carrie ripoff, right?
Yes.
Or
he's in the lake, man.
Yeah.
I know, it's really good.
I feel like when I got mine on LaserDisc, I feel like I got pretty good deals. 6 and 7 were the hardest to find. Or it was 5 and 6 maybe. I can't remember.
Plus, you probably got them before
they I got them all pretty good. Yeah.
The ones I have just fallen over. Like I found a few that Jason Goes to Hell. I just found it in Japan. I'm not actively seeking to complete them like in any way. I'm good.
I don't have any Japanese copies.
I think I have 2. I have a few of them, and I have some Nightmare on Elm Streets too. But again, I don't want to. I don't care about completing them. It's just
I do. That's my OCD.
Yeah.
Like Nightmare Part 5, Nightmare was the hardest one for me to find.
Oh yeah, that's
everyone else. Like all the other ones are easy. I feel like, but it's all good.
I think every copy of Friday the 13th is rotted. Like,
I don't know, mine are clean.
Mine are good. I've watched all of mine.
I got Japanese ones because like I had 5 straight now that have been rotted, and I sell them on eBay as rotted. Great for the cover or whatever, or if you're trying to fill a spot, like the description's like this is rotted and not watchable, and it sells every time. Like people like I don't understand it. I'm like, are they just framing it? I mean, maybe.
Probably.
It's just for the love of the franchise.
Well, yeah, but like a franchise you never watched before.
Yeah,
I'm allowed to acknowledge.
No, not you, the guy I was yelling at.
Oh, he's never watched.
Dude, there's no way.
It's not all about you.
No, this recontextualizes it.
For the record, he was also yelling at you.
Right.
Okay, that's what I'm missing.
I need more Howler.
Watched it?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
It says
and he was going to jump in on 5?
4.
Either way.
Crispin Glover's in it. He dances real funny. It's pretty.
I mean, if you're that's bonus. Start somewhere that's not 1, you start at 3, right?
Yes,
that's when the
100%.
mask appears.
That's when the mask appears.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's like, don't start at 5 or whatever.
Yeah.
Like random.
Why would you start?
I guess someone told him they thought 4 was the best, so he said, "Well, I'm going to start
4,
with that."
Whatever.
Yeah.
Now I'm just that's.
It's got Corey. You know, it's a good choice. Yeah.
4, 5, and 6. Or wait.
Jason Lives.
They're all good, man.
Yeah. Except Space.
No, that is good. Space is good. This is a huge debate. I will have it.
Did we establish Space is like the best of the series?
I feel like Space is okay too. It's different.
It's not on laser.
I like its flavor. It's totally different.
That's fine. You have your own opinions. That's cool.
How about Freddy versus Jason? What's y'all's thoughts on that one?
It's okay. I mean,
it's
a fine cash grab. Is it a good movie?
Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't like pull off enough of both flavors. Like
yes,
it's a movie. Right. It exists. That's all I can say.
But it's got some moments.
Good one to see in the theater.
That's where I saw it. Yeah.
Yep.
It was fun.
It would have been better if it was made when it was supposed to be made. That's pretty much what I feel.
Yeah, that's right.
True that. Yeah.
It just got super delayed, and then it got weird random people that just would never have been in that movie otherwise.
All right, let's see what else we got. All right, thanks for representing and explaining yourself there, Luke. So you are acquitted in the court.
Oh, fuck yourself.
And we want him on more than Howler still.
Yeah. What else is going on? Oh, labels falling off. Do you guys have any issues with labels falling off, and how do you reapply them?
I usually don't, but otherwise spray glue. Yeah.
All right, spray glue.
It's not a big issue.
Roll-on glue.
No.
It's usually earlier, like if they were stored in a garage or something with like an inconsistent temperature, then the label's probably a little bit more likely to come off. But in general, like the only ones I've really seen come off have been ones that are like pre-1987.
I see a lot of like MCA Universal labels that are starting to look a little funky, like you could sense that the glue is drying up under. Yeah. Yeah. Good times. All right. So no problems if you've re-glued them?
No, not at all.
I don't have problems with them falling off. I probably had one or two in my collecting career.
Yeah. I've never even
been into
one, so.
I've got some that are like dead sides that they didn't even bother to put labels on. And so I take them out and I'm like, oh shit, the label's missing. And it's like, they just didn't even bother. So, yeah. So there you go. All right. We'll save the rest of the hot topics because we've been chatting for a while. So let's get physical and do some physical media pickups unless Ryan's got something.
No, you're good.
All right, cool. Yeah. Let's shift into physical media. All right, I got a pile of crap all over the place here. So I'm just going to grab things in no particular order. Didn't get too many Blu-rays, but I had to get the Black Widow 4K. So let me drop this down over here. Watched this on my wall the other day, which looked good. And I got it from Disney Movie Club. So it comes with a tiny, tiny lithograph. I don't know what I'm going to do with that.
Oh, the movie club.
I do. I think I do have a freebie that I got. I'll show you later. Disney also owns Fox stuff. So I got a Blu-ray of Young Frankenstein for super cheap.
Ooh.
And I think there's a 4K for like $12 on sale right now, but I got the blue of Split just because I didn't have it. So, and it was in one of those feeding trough bins at Walmart. So what else do we got? I got some books. We're going to get back to media later, but my stack is out of order. Thanks to Max, I got Understanding Audio and Video, a practical guide to home entertainment with a presentation by Pioneer and Stereo Review magazine. So it's a cute little thing, and it's from a place in Bangor, Maine. So I left the sticker on here just for Luke, even though he left. So I got that. And I'm doing an interview at the Mark Twain House with the author of this, All the Marvels. So I got a preview copy of Douglas Wolk. This guy decided to read every single Marvel comic, except for like movie tie-ins and things like that, under the premise that it can be viewed as or read as one continuous story. So, and he kind of gets into it and talks about, the methods to his madness. And so looking forward to doing that. I'll put a link to the event when it happens. What else do we have in the stack here? Oh, some random stuff from Luke, including tasty bootleg copy of Never Say Never Mind, a 2001 film featuring the Swedish Bikini Team.
Ooh. You know what? We should do a podcast where we talk about that movie and maybe some other Bond movies.
Let's do that. Do you still have that time machine?
Bond movies.
Let's go back and do that episode, and I'll post it retroactively.
Cool.
And then I also got the hottest Blu-ray. We should have talked to the hottest release out there is this bootleg of Super Fights. I hear you can purchase your own copy. So,
yeah, I can't sell that to save my life.
I'm amazed.
Yeah, no one fucking wants it.
After this episode, this is really gonna shoot up there. So
it's okay. Let's talk about that real quick.
Okay.
So yes, I like to make bootleg tapes. I'm also I think it's fun. I like to create that's my artistic creativity, whatever. You think about a movie that needs to be bootlegged and then you bootleg it. Boom, there you go. Altman's got it. And so I've always wanted to do a LaserDisc one. And so Ryan.
Yeah, he's got a little thing. You probably can't see it, but it says RC. Yep.
RC.
Yeah.
Ryan, he was talking about just Proterians, and I was like, what's the craziest Proterian ever that's not released anywhere else? And we chatted, and we came up with Super Fights, mainly because he's like, this is my favorite Proterian. Like,
it's ridiculous.
Yeah. And so, and I reached out to my tape friend, and he said, yeah, the tape is really rare. Like, people want it. I'm like, okay, boom, 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 let's go. There is a DVD of it, and it's like $100.
What?
Boom, check. And so Ryan sent me the LaserDisc, and I dubbed like 17 of those bitches. And I'm talking straight from LaserDisc to tape. So, and it was on a flipper LaserDisc player. So I just hit play and walked away. And so you actually see it.
It has the flip.
It has the flip.
Yeah.
Oh, you got it back. Good.
Yeah.
And so, yeah. So, and wife and I watched that movie, and we loved it. It's so nuts. It's just
all over the place.
Yeah. There's a lot of sex in that movie. I'm not sure it's really weird. The first thing I enjoyed it. So I was like, okay, yeah, this needs to be done. And so I made a bootleg of it real quick. The only thing that happened was it is on YouTube. I checked that afterwards. I'm like, oh fuck, like some of that might hinder some people wanting it. Yeah, please. Oh my God, I have like 4 or 5 of them. Yes, if you need Super Fights, which you do.
I've got a VCR right behind me. I'm gonna fire that up and watch that thing.
It's a fun watch. Yeah, the best line is, "You were a." What did he say? You were a busboy in a warehouse. Yeah. Anyway, that's it. Sorry.
Okay. Sorry. Speaking of Ryan, he also sent me some stuff, including this amazing home theater test disc, which has a blue filter in it, actually. So,
it's the magic touch.
It's got DTS ES, and it's from Musicland stores. So, yeah, it's official stuff. And he sent me a couple DVD guides. So Sex in the City. Yeah. I'm gonna want to get all those. So that's good. Thanks, Ryan. Also back to some Blu-rays I showed in the last one, I think, Eagles of Death Metal, their Nozomi release. And that one's actually technically a documentary about the shooting at the Bataclan and when they came back and played Olympia in Paris. And this is the actual full concert, but it's got the 15 sticker. It's actually an import. I don't know why they didn't release it over here in the States, but I think it's Eagle Vision put this out. But grabbed that and watched it, and it's great fun stuff. And I just got this sucker in the mail. Lionsgate sent me a Best Buy exclusive steelbook of Rob Zombie's 3 from Hell. It's got a clear, it's a slip cover and a steelbook. So there you go.
Oh, nice.
It's got all the coffins on the back. And a couple discs, a little 4K, and some Blu-ray action in there. So there you go. All right. What do we got? I think we got records. And that's it. We're going to do some records. Got some Bad Brains. I don't think I showed this in the last one.
Oh, cool.
Against I. This is my local shop.
Nice. Had
to get that. This one's going out to Max. Pseudo Echo.
Yes.
Yeah, you got to love that. I know.
For
sure that this has Funky Town on it. So.
Oh, yeah.
Good at that. Hellhammer, Apocalyptic Raids. Very nice release.
Oh, hell yeah.
Very nice. It's got a sweet, huge book in there. And yeah, it's definitely essential stuff. So it's only got.
So Sam, the first time I saw Triptychon, he played Messiah.
Man, I hate that you just said the first time I saw Triptychon. That means you've seen them multiple times, which makes me super jealous.
I've seen them twice.
Yeah, all right.
I never saw Celtic Frost.
I didn't either, sadly. I wish. Even when they got back together again there in, like, I don't know, what, 2006? Yep. I wish I had gone to see them. But yeah.
But man, awesome. Great pickup.
Very nice release. And what else we got? Trying to pick up multiples at the same time, but they keep falling down. I stacked them just right. I just happened to hit my local Newberry Comics to grab this Lamb of God Live in Richmond, where they did I think it's pretty much their new album, All Alive. Oh, and then I punched my microphone. Shout out to Seth, some Swedish stuff. Nirvana 2002, some old Swedeath. So if you like old, Entombed and stuff like that, I want to get this. I have the CD, but I never had the records. And the Gimme Metal Vinyl Club sent me a few things. Blood Incantation Starspawn. I got that. Very nice release. This one came with, I think it came with the download card and all sorts of bonus stuff.
Hell yes.
The last time
Blood
I mentioned
Incantation.
Yeah, dude, right? I mentioned the Yob one previously, but I couldn't find it, but I did finally find it. So there's the Yob one that they had sent me previously. Yeah, that's good. And not metal, but I did get it's pretty much a 9 Inch Nails album, the new Halsey record. So the boob is a little censored in this version though, but
is it the Walmart one?
You'll have to do that. I'll still put Seth's face over it. And hold on, almost done. Had to get Carcass Torn Arteries. High quality stuff there. Very nice. Got that about a week ago. And finally,
that's a slapper.
I got the Metallica Black Album Super Deluxe box, which I didn't know if it was actually going to show up, but it did. I got number 2,604.12 out of, they made 5,200 this time, and it looked like it sold out wicked fast, and people were wondering if they were going to even get their copies, but
it's like Twin Peaks box that size.
It is a beast. And they kind of stepped it up. The older ones I have a very kind of like rough, kind of like matte cardboard finish. This one's like a little more leathery. So yeah, they really kicked up the packaging, and it's got that kind of like magnetic kind of flap.
Is it a death magnetic?
It is death magnetic flap.
Wait a minute. Where do we stand on Death Magnetic, Sam?
I love it.
I like it.
I love that album.
I love Death Magnetic.
That was a good album.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that one.
On that tour.
Yeah. I went on that tour too. I went to Boston.
Does that box have the Blacklist in it?
It does not. They are selling the Blacklist separately. There's a CD, and then there's like I don't know, 15 or whatever. There's like a huge vinyl box set, which is also expensive.
Have you listened to the Blacklist yet?
Not all of it, just pieces.
What is the Blacklist?
It is bands doing cover songs of Black Album songs, but instead of just like having like one version of each song, they just let the bands do whatever the hell they wanted. So there's like 12 different Nothing Else Matters is. So
yeah, Weezer did a hilarious cover as part of the Blacklist, where they threw some Buddy Holly into some Metallica. There was one that I really liked though. Diet Sake does a cover of The Unforgiven.
That's enough.
That's my all-time. That's my favorite one of the bunch.
Off did a pretty cool version of Holier Than Thou. That was good. But I'd show you the inside, but this thing's huge. So yeah, you could check it out on the YouTubes or something. But the cool thing about it is it's got the Moscow Ticino airfield show that was, in front of a zillion people. So, which is on that Monsters in Moscow for Those About to Rock LaserDisc, which you should get if you don't have it.
Cool.
So it's got that full concert. Right. There you go. What do you got, Ryan?
I got a few things. We'll get this. I'll figure it out. I did get a couple of bootlegs. Thank you.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to this. Never Say Never Mind. I've heard good things about it. We definitely might have talked about it.
Never say never mind.
I hear John Rhys Davies from Raiders of the Lost Ark is in it. So
I hear he crushes it.
In Anacondas 4. He was in Anacondas 4.
Nice.
Or Anaconda 4.
So it's got to be good.
I think this was from Luke. Luke, this is from you, right?
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah. So
it's a newer movie.
It looks cool.
Like another movie.
1997, so it can't be bad. That's good. Another one from Luke.
So, okay, wait. Do you remember that Trevor had that? Trevor found the one in the FCS. So there you go.
Sweet. It looks bootleggy as hell, but
yeah, it does.
Like when I open it up, like that does not make it look more legit. So
like a time travel show.
Yeah, so I have no idea, but it's got Rutger Hauer, so it can't be bad.
It can't be bad.
I did visit Dollar Tree, so I got a couple things from there.
Nice.
The tagline on this is amazing. Middle age can be murder.
Okay.
And it's a bunch of like random people I've never heard of. So $1.
We definitely needed more movies called Trick or Treat just to confuse things.
Just to confuse things.
So this is Trick or Treat from 2000. No, I don't.
Yeah.
Warning shot.
Oh, all right.
Got a shotgun.
That's a big ass rifle.
Yeah.
It's got David Spade in it. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Obviously.
Wow.
Classy resume.
Oh, is it funny?
Yeah, that looked really dark.
I have no idea. With James Earl Jones, I have no idea.
Wait. Oh.
It's like David Spade and Winter's Bone 2.
Oh boy.
Red Rage.
Okay.
It's got such a good cast. There's no names on the front.
The art's nice though.
Burn. This one's got the slipcover even,
Okay.
and dude's holding a gun. So.
Oh.
No idea. It didn't cost me anything.
Definitely should own it.
I'd gotten this.
Oh yes.
Good stuff.
I've never seen it.
High quality.
But like, you can't have one without the other to get the full double feature.
Ooh, all right.
So I had to keep these. They just look really cool. The Sentinel. It's like a.
It's crazy.
I don't
Judas Priest song.
It's got Christopher Walken in it.
I was gonna say there's like an actual 70s movie called The Sentinel, which is great. But
yeah. So I don't know what year this is. Package design 2001. No clue. It's
it doesn't. Yeah, I don't
Good
know.
Times DVD, which is like one of those like super like sketch
public domain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then another one I kept, Van Helsing, which I've still never seen somehow.
I saw that in the theater.
It's got the slipcover, so
nice.
That's always nice.
Is it worthy, Sam?
It's okay. Yeah, if you're coming at it from like because it was originally because Steven Sommers Mummy guy, so it's like if you like the old Universal horror movies, you're gonna love it. But it's kind of got its own modern action movie thing going on, so it's entertaining.
Sweet. I was at Dollar General, which normally I hit Dollar Tree because the movie prices are better. Yes. But I was flipping through their bin and they had Flying Fists of Kung Fu, which is like a huge 12 movie pack. Ooh. And it said $4.95. I'm like, that's a really good deal for like all of these ridiculous like Kung Fu movies. And it rang up at $2.95. So
yeah, after you switch price tags like Luke.
I didn't have to. The barcode just rang up correctly. I wasn't running a scam against the Goodwill.
Keep your nose clean, son. Good job.
I had a birthday, and my wife got me a couple of things. This seems appropriate to be in 4K.
Oh yeah.
Too bad it doesn't say the 4K under Spaceballs.
I just bought Howard the Duck in 4K. All right, the bar is low.
Yeah.
Not low. It's
Speaking
fine.
of the bar being low,
damn.
It's classic. Steve Zahn, Jason Biggs, Jack Black. Can't go wrong. And then our friends at Vinegar Syndrome, they had a package come out. Sam and I collaborated. I sent Sam the disc.
Yeah.
Nice.
And here's the result. So I'm going to check it out. I put it on. Looks great already. But
yeah, like Ryan's LaserDisc is, you hear some of it apparently.
Oh.
I don't know where, but.
Yeah. We'll have to figure that out.
Yeah.
Devil's Story, which I have no clue. I've never even heard of this, but it looks amazing.
Oh.
I see a mummy.
It's in film de Bernard Lanois, so I'm guessing shitty Italian.
French.
That's French.
Is it French? Oh,
yeah.
It's like a very rare French horror movie or something. It's one of the first bootlegs I ever bought.
Nice.
Wow.
Shallow Grave.
Wow.
Cool.
Okay.
And then a Christopher Lambert movie, Resurrection. So really cool month. Definitely, I mean, other than Blades, I'd never heard of the other three, so that was exciting. And then I did get a book, which, is a stretch, but
I like the reading.
My shirt matches the book.
Oh, yeah.
Canon Film Guide Volume 1. So this is like,
Era.
this is 1980 to 1984.
That's great.
And it's pretty intense. I started flipping through it. There's just like lots of different things. Talks about the Apple in here, all kinds of just craziness and what was going on. But I can't wait to dig into that.
Have you seen the Apple? Has anyone seen the Apple?
I have it on my list. I just can't bring myself to watch it.
It's the musical, right? Just the
crazy. And then I got some records, so I'm going to show them off.
Do it.
So over the summer during Record Store Day, I noticed that Canada had a 3-inch record, and I'm like, man, this is a terrible idea, but I kind of want one. And it's Corey Hart's Sunglasses at Night 3-inch record. Yeah.
And you got a few of those things now, right?
Yeah, but like I still don't have a player for it.
Yeah.
I can't bring myself to buying a Crosley. But I was like, I messaged my store. I'm like, can you get that? And they're like, probably not. And then like a couple weeks back, they go, by the way, we got that because I wanted one too. The store owner wanted one too.
Nice.
So like he was able to find them because apparently they weren't big sellers in Canada. Go figure.
Wonder why.
You can play those 3-inch on your regular record player as long as it doesn't. It's like
it doesn't auto return. Yeah.
Right.
It's got to get way in. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, just your Technics or whatever is going to do that, right? No.
I haven't tried it. I've never opened any of them. I have, I think, 4 of them now. Yeah, 4. I've got the Foo Fighters one, the Weird Al one, this Corey Hart one, and something else.
Yeah, they might not track that well because the tracking alignment usually only is designed to go at the outer end of the record to like around the hub. So when you're going that far in, it might might be fucking up the grooves.
I have some very small flexi discs that I found in Japan, and they work. I mean, they're like that big.
Yeah. Have you heard of Drowning Pool? This is their 2001 album.
Obscure.
On vinyl.
Do they have any hits on there? Yeah.
Yeah. Bodies,
Oh, that sounds vaguely familiar.
Yeah. So like, 2001, this was out. Like first time on vinyl.
I also recommend the Psycho Stick cover.
Oh yeah.
I can only count to 4.
That is a good cover. And then like I was picking that up and I'm flipping through and the same year this album came out, El Niño's Revolution.
I opened for them once.
And so this is like a 1,500 splatter copies. I'm sure that there are plenty available still, but
nice.
It was really cool to see my high school albums for sale finally. Couple more things. I went to a Newfound Glory concert and they had a tour exclusive edition of their new album.
Look at you.
And it's got it's the full extended version with like extra tracks, which had sold out online while I was on vacation. So I was like, oh, well, that's nice. So I picked that up. And it was cheap. Like they were selling a double vinyl for $25 at a show.
Damn. That's competitive.
Which is really, really good.
Yeah.
I picked up the new Candlebox. No idea if it's any good, but
wow, they're still playing, huh?
It was $15 on Amazon to my door. Like, I mean, that one big record and bookstore in the sky.
I saw them open for Rush once.
They're not bad live, actually.
They were okay, yeah.
Let's see. Got a few more. I got a lot of records randomly because just random stuff. Picked up Chevelle's newest album finally.
Sick cover art.
Love that band.
Neartius or something. I don't know how they pronounce it, but for whatever reason, I had put it on my wish list and then never bought it. But it's supposedly their most Tool-like album. I don't know.
Yeah, it looks kind of proggy.
Yeah, I'm excited. I went through a collection of my friends' family and of records, and he let me keep a couple things. So here's the keepers.
Oh.
I don't know if you know this song. It's the song Vehicle by the Ides of March on the album Vehicle. It kicks. Like, if you hear it, you know it.
Yep.
Really cool. Got a nice Tom Petty live album.
Nice.
Can't go wrong.
Sweet.
And then we're just going to call it the Censors here. I was talking about that guy who had the DTS disc. He also was in another band. Blind Faith.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
We'll just flip it to the back
Good
real quick.
record.
So that this is a
Hell
great album.
yeah.
Terrible cover.
Yeah.
I was at I got a
Ginger Baker.
Yeah. That just kills. It's really good, really short. Like, they've got like 10 songs and that's it. But I'd gotten a text message from this guy who sells out of his garage and does record shows, and he sent one a couple weeks back, and usually he gets all kinds of like cool rock and metal and just cool stuff that like you don't always see. So my buddy and I went down there and we're like, this is gonna be cool. We're hoping to find whatever, and all he's got is like country, like, and I'm not talking like country. I'm talking like old obscure country. So I picked up some like cool stuff like Cattle Records, the Kansas Jayhawk, America's First Real Hillbilly, on Cattle Records, which is like, I think it's like a German label or something crazy. I don't even know. But I was like, I'm gonna pick up interesting looking things. I got Ray Doggett's Dog
on it, Doggett.
Yeah, like just like really cool stuff that like I never see. I picked this up for the cover.
Whoa.
Can't go more American than Johnny Cash pointing at a flag.
That's pretty serious.
And then got some crazy Delmore Brothers recordings from 1933. It's really interesting stuff that like I've never seen, and you don't even see it in stores. Stores don't carry country, which I don't blame them. But and then I picked up old time mountain guitar from 1926 guitar.
I mean, that sounds legit to me.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm sure it's going to be like deep country, like southern
bluegrass.
Yeah, right.
But like, it was
like,
just
bluegrass is like country metal, by the way, if you didn't know.
Yeah.
My dude friend plays bluegrass mandolin, and he shreds.
Oh god.
Oh yeah, it's
dude,
insane.
it's amazing.
Yeah.
But I never.
We got a lot of bluegrass festivals that'll come around
Yep.
my neck of the woods, and they're good, man. Like, it's good stuff.
It's amazing. They're super talented. Most of the guys play like 2 or 3 or 5
Absolutely.
things.
Yep.
And then I got 2 more. I got the Brooklyn vegan exclusive Angels and Airwaves, which looks cool. I'm not sure if it's a good album or not. I haven't listened to anything from it.
Nice packaging.
But, yeah, like the packaging's really cool. But like because it's Angels and Airwaves, Tom DeLonge like literally doesn't care about the music anymore. He just made like 16 different color variants or something of the album.
Yeah.
So, like, everybody had an exclusive like of like 300.
Is he into like aliens now or something? Or
yeah, I heard they exist. I don't know. And then I did get a greatest hits compilation, which I don't normally buy compilations, but I don't know if you've heard of the band the Bloodhound Gang.
Nice.
I got to show this off because this is pretty epic. So their greatest hits is Show Us Your Hits, and it's a sorry
Seth. Could be a Seth heavy episode.
Amazing blue vinyl.
Fully demonetized.
Ooh, nice.
And it's a double vinyl with all of the hits. And
any new cuts or
no? Like it's the album from like 2007 or something.
Okay.
But it's got these nice inserts that I just really want to make you do homework. And
it's better than the hefty fine cover.
And then, hey, look.
Oh my goodness.
Showing all their hits. So I gotta say, like, I had no clue what the album art looked like because I'd only ever listened to it in streaming. So like I got it, I'm like, oh, it's got the cover. And then I opened up like, oh shit, I shouldn't be opening this because I got it delivered to my work. It was not a good idea.
NSFW.
I immediately stuck it in the package in the box and like, I'll take this home tonight.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Bloodhound Gang, highly recommended. It's a UK import. But
nice.
You can get it from reputable retailers like eBay and Amazon. So lots of good vinyl.
Cool.
So
solid, Bo.
Chris.
Congrats.
Yeah. Delta Chris, what do you got?
All right. Speaking of Delta things, so I only have 3 things because I do a lot of non-media related stuff. Like I got 30 PlayStation 3 controllers right here. That's my main project. But so I'm gonna give big props to they did a reissuing of the first 4 Star Trek features,
which Andy hates.
In 4K.
I mean, he likes the movies. He didn't like those.
This is so Andy. Andy.
Andy can go suck marshmallows for all I care.
Wow, that's strong words. So, I'm gonna tell him.
So he can watch the podcast. So the story goes is that they reissued all of the Star Trek features on Blu-ray in 2009 because the 2009 Star Trek made decent amounts of money, so people cared about Star Trek again. They used the DVD masters that were, probably like 1080i or 1080p.
Sure.
And they just pooped them on the disc. And so the only work they did was they did a light remastering of 2 because the
director's cut thing. Yeah.
Well, so the story with 2 is that it was shot on Fuji film because they needed it to be cheaper. So the negative was literally falling apart. So they had to basically salvage what they thought they could at the time and then go back and do real work later. But the rest of them, they were fine, and they just put the DVD masters out, so they look terrible. So they finally, after much hemming and hawing, dropped a 4K release of the first 4 movies. They're fully remastered from the original camera negatives of each one. Each one has a Dolby Vision pass. I mean, there's not a lot you could say about these movies that hasn't already really been said. It's the first
fake film grain.
Yeah.
Everyone's got a take on these. Andy's got a take on how they look. I watched The Wrath of Khan with my parents on their 77-inch G1 OLED, and I thought it looked superb. And I've seen the movie in 35mm film twice.
Is it the theatrical on there, or is it the
theatrical and directors?
Okay, all right, cool.
So we originally thought we were going to get Star Trek 2 in 4K in 2016 with the last Star Trek movie, Star Trek Beyond, and instead they just dropped a Blu-ray of it. So they've had a 4K Master of Khan for a couple of years. They probably just had to remaster it with Dolby Vision in mind. But they're excellent. I've watched bits and pieces of all 4 of them. If you love these movies like I do, and you want Paramount to nut up instead of shut up, you got to go out and buy this, because the story goes is that people didn't buy The Next Generation on Blu-ray, and so that's why they've never done any of the other TV programs. And yeah, so they're pretty finicky about that Star Trek for whatever reason.
Yeah, why
so
not?
That's the first 4 movies, did you say?
Yeah, just the first 4.
Yeah, what happened to 5 and 6? They just didn't want to restore them? Or?
Well,
I think that it was more just
6 was
for some reason, even though Paramount makes consistent revenue off of Star Trek every year, they seem to need to be desperately reminded that Star Trek has a huge pre-existing fan base, and that it's one of the most large in terms of brand awareness brands of all time.
I've heard of it.
And yeah, you've probably heard of it. Your mom's probably heard of it.
Yeah.
Whoa, shots fired, bro.
Yeah.
Your dad's definitely heard of it. Your friends probably know what it is.
Yeah. Tom Atkins has heard it.
Almost everyone knows at least one thing about Star Trek. So it's just really... Sorry, go ahead.
What's your favorite one of those 4? You got to pick one.
Of those 4?
Yeah.
The Wrath of Khan.
Yeah.
Okay. If I had to pick from the original 6, I'm going to go with The Undiscovered Country every time. I just find that to be just a blast. It has a little bit of fun to the mix that I feel like some of the original classic Star Trek had a little bit of fun. So to me, that Swan Song send-off has just enough fun and serious stakes and intrigue to be just a fantastic movie.
So I've always been a Star Trek 4 guy. What do Star Trek nerds think of that one?
Star Trek 4 would be the movie that I would show someone if they said, I want to watch a Star Trek, but I've never seen any of the movies or TV programs.
Yeah, when it was new,
Star Trek 4.
It was like the most amazing thing ever. And it was like neck and neck with 2. And then as time went on, 2 kind of pulled ahead. So people think 4 is a little hokier now.
4's hilarious. 4 is like genuinely the comedic timing of that movie is exceptional for a cast that is really only known for being funny on accident. Like, they weren't trying to be comedic when they overacted. It was just the style at the time. It's like the original series cast.
Shatner, period.
Yes.
Luke, do you have access to any nuclear vessels?
Another thing that I picked, so I have 1 Blu-ray, 1 record, and then I want to talk a little bit about my lovely CRT behind me. I count that as a pickup because I literally had to pick it up with my arms and back and legs. So I have a limited 300 Zia Records exclusive pressing of the Beth's Auckland, New Zealand 2020 show. Well, you can just see what's on my other screen right now.
Yeah, all right, I can see some guitar.
Right,
lots of porn.
Whoa, look at all that porn.
So the Beths are a pop rock band from New Zealand. I think Luke has listened to the Beths before once on my recommendation, but they're one of my favorite current kind of up and coming bands. They're a New Zealand band, so they've only toured the US once. I actually caught them when they were in Buffalo, New York. They played a very small room, but in New Zealand, they're selling out massive venues. So they played this huge show in New Zealand in November of 2020, kind of to celebrate the fact that New Zealand defeated the COVID-19 pandemic. They had extensive lockdowns. It was it was dramatic, but they had 0 cases for a significant amount of time. So the Beths got together, they recorded a huge live album. They made a big event out of it. And it's just like, I wasn't planning on picking up a physical copy of this right away, but it was one of those where I popped it up on Spotify while I was at work one day, and I got 3 songs in, and I just knew I had to have it. I don't often find myself terribly impressed with live records, but the mix of songs from their first 2 albums and just the general sound mix is superb. Like I have several live albums in my collection that just make me want to screech.
Frampton Comes Alive you own, right?
Well, I'm just thinking of there was a Sleater Kinney
live album. No. You have Frampton Comes Alive, right?
Yeah, no. Answer the question.
No.
Do you even vinyl, bro?
Do you even collect vinyl? That's
do you even vinyl, bro?
I have the
Everybody has Frampton Comes Alive.
I don't have Frampton Comes Alive.
I don't have Frampton Comes Alive.
But, all right, we got to mail some out this weekend.
I would sell it.
Listen, I think I have 4
that's
copies of it.
Can't sell it.
Yeah, let's help these guys out.
So what I'll say is that I just knew I had to have it, and I've listened to it several times. I haven't cracked this one open yet because it came in on Wednesday, and just the way work has been this week, I haven't sat down to do anything since it arrived. It's basically just been sitting, and I was like, well, I'll show it off on the podcast because I love the Beths, and I would love to see them be able to play bigger venues next time they hit the United States.
So real quick, that and the record people, Zia Records, this is like a record store in Las Vegas. I have a Mets Zia exclusive. They just put out records, kind of like Newberry puts out some records.
Yeah, that's what I was able to determine.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's limited to 300. I can't imagine. I don't know. I have standard black vinyl records of their first 2 albums. I don't know if there's a lot of buzz going around regarding this album, but it's real good.
Hashtag Black Vinyl Matters.
Sure. All right, and then I gotta talk just a little bit about my wonderful 32-inch Sony Wega CRT television. I gotta tell you the story of the journey. So I had a 27-inch Trinitron here for the longest time, and I was happily content with it. But on occasion, I will just pop into Craigslist and see if anyone's got any more Trinitrons, any Wegas, anything they're giving up for free, because they really are the easiest and the most accessible, high quality to acquire CRTs left on the market. There are other TVs that have better reputations, but they're so obscure that you'll never find them. So I saw a Craigslist ad that basically said, get this the fuck out of my basement, please.
That's how I got mine.
And I answered the ad and I said, hey, can I come pick it up on Saturday? And they're like, sure, bring a buddy. It's heavy.
Yeah.
And so I roped a friend in and we drove down, and the guy told me the story of, well, I wasn't going to try and give it away. He was going to try and give it to one of those like smash therapy places.
Okay.
Which seems like maybe the worst idea I've ever heard, considering how much like dangerous chemicals and whatnot are mixed into CRT glass to make it work the way that it does.
Smash therapy? What
smash therapy?
Smash therapy.
Like people will go to these places and they'll just like smash an old car with a baseball bat.
Get out your energy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, like get out your like rage and frustration.
And
the problem with these, like
Street Fighter 2? Like that?
Kind of. So
what
like
are you doing over there, Altman? You're like rearranging your pencils or something?
He decided my CRT story wasn't worthy. I understand. So the problem with
I
these
like
is
smash therapy. I'm glad of that. Yeah,
but you can't smash one of these because there's lead.
Sure.
There's all sorts of just nasty things in here. It's like smashing a fluorescent bulb.
Yeah.
You release that powder, that fine dust into the air, and it'll get you.
Yeah, it's not good for lightsaber fights.
Yeah, it really isn't.
Yeah.
And that's why they charge you when you drop these off at recycling centers, because they can only get so much out of it, and the rest is all toxic waste disposal. So I get down to the basement. It's on the ground. It's not on a stand anymore. So that already is like, this is going to be fucking brutal. And my buddy, I said, I'll take it backwards up the stairs, but we need to lift it up first and just see how it goes. Do you have it? And he looks at me, he goes, I've got it. And I looked at him again. I said, do you have it? Because I'm a teacher. You have to repeat directions multiple times to ensure that things happen. And he goes, I have it. And then we lift it up, and he immediately drops it. And you can see where it hit the floor, like right here. You can't really see it because my webcam sucks, but it fell about 3 feet, and it just right onto the floor. And luckily, the guy who was getting rid of it helped me take it up the stairs, and we got it out. But as my buddy was dropping it, it sheared off 2 of his fingernails. So he was like, the whole
2 fingers.
It was the quietest,
blood
most
everywhere.
awkward car ride home.
Oh, your friend's a bitch.
Yeah.
Well,
plus you killed him, so he's never going to talk.
I mean, yeah, he's sitting there just like, I can't believe I couldn't help. It's like, we're just lucky it didn't fall on my feet. Okay, that's all that matters.
Real quick, Holler, didn't you've been on the podcast before? There's a TV behind you. Don't you already have one? It's
over
27.
in storage.
It's in 27. This is 32, right?
Yes.
Okay, got it.
So what I ended up doing, I dropped him off because he was tapped out, understandably. I had my mom's larger car, so I just backed it into my driveway, and I lifted it, I leg lifted it into my house, and then I slid it down these stairs back here, using it kind of like an inclined plane.
Nice.
And you lift it with your legs. Okay, lift with your legs, buddy.
Yes. So leg lifting this thing is still the heaviest fucking thing I have ever done in my entire life, because I had to get it off the ground onto this stand here.
Yeah, dude.
I had to leg lift it up and down 3 times before this stand was far enough out that I felt it could comfortably support the full weight of it. And the worst part is, I don't like the picture quality. I don't like it very much, and it irks me. And it's got some bad light management issues because it's a 16-year-old TV. But you know what? It's not going anywhere.
It's there, yeah.
The only way it's going out is in pieces at this point.
Smash therapy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just... So the CRTs are wonderful. Sit farther away than I can from a 32-inch. And watch your laser discs on these, and you'll have a pretty good time.
All right.
There's a 36-inch by me if you want to come out into the Midwest.
I would rather suffer the death of Romulus 1,000 times. I would rather die in agony than pick up a 36-inch fucking television, right?
Hey, there's a 36-inch right in this room, buddy.
I will stab myself with a pair of scissors.
Talking about my penis.
All right, do it.
I was going to say, he missed the dong reference.
Yeah. There's a third.
So yeah,
got the biggest balls you ever seen there.
I mean, that's all I have really. Again, a lot of my stuff that I pick up these days is like hardware for like gaming and stuff.
Hardware.
I got like 7 Japanese PlayStation 3s recently, like 4 Sega Saturns.
And this is because you were doing your with your job. You're going to be
I'm going to be starting. I'm starting
Nintendo
a gaming club.
That's great.
Basically, I'm starting a club. And the idea is that I'm going to try and promote literacy through gaming, and try and get kids into older games with higher reading requirements. Because a lot of my students go home and they play Call of Duty and they play Fortnite. And they spend hours every night playing these things that don't really have. They have a strategic component and a reflex component, but there's not a lot of literacy. And I always attribute a lot of my reading ability and my love for reading from playing these lengthy text-heavy games when I was growing up. And it's kind of an interesting substitute for reading novels, because a lot of games do have, I mean, I won't say video games have the depth of like, Call of the Wild or To Kill a Mockingbird, but like,
well, all your base there belong to us. I mean, they got some really.
Well, that's like 1990s nonsense. But I'm talking like there's more reading than zero reading. And one of the things that I'm a firm believer of is that reading is
fundamental.
It's fundamental, and no matter how you're doing your reading, it's still reading. So I'm going to try and promote it through video games, and then of course once a week we're going to LAN connect all the PS3s and play Call of Duty, just because that sounds like a good time too. Yeah, that's where I'm at. That's all I got.
All right, Altman, show them how it's done.
Okay, so I got some cool shit.
Enough for this reading shit.
I got some cool shit. All right, so man, I just want to give a huge shout out to my boy Luke. Luke has absolutely hooked me up a lot. It all started with 3.5 hours of Japanese trailers.
Ooh,
this is where it started.
That's a good one. I made that in Japan, and it's literally 3.5 hours of trailers from.
And I watched all of this. I remember it.
That's great.
I was like sick home one day. I had strep throat. Watched all of this shit. It was amazing.
The CED skips, like in the beginning.
So
CED skips.
There's a lot of VHSs down here. I'm just gonna show you the highlights. I got some Brazilian Star Wars from my boy Luke.
Dude.
Oh,
nice.
I got so much Beetlejuice.
Oh.
It literally says so much Beetlejuice on it.
There's 6 hours of Beetlejuice on that bitch. Go ahead and tell them what's all on there.
Is it the TV show?
Monster Vision.
Oh, okay.
There's Joe Bob. There's Joe Bob version. There's the
pilot of
the animation. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
There's Joe Bob version with him talking with commercials. Oh. There's the cartoon, the pilot of the cartoon.
Oh, I love that.
And then there's a work print of it, and then there's a Japanese LaserDisc for who fuck cares. Throw that on there.
Yeah, no, it's fucking cool.
Altman's my biggest fan, by the way. Altman is my biggest fan, and I love it.
Yep. Then I got 6 hours of Scrooge.
Oh wow!
Incredible.
Yep.
Love that.
This took forever. You better enjoy it. Then I got a Star Wars VHD rip. Right?
Whoa.
No, negative. Let me tell you what that is. So that is Star Wars. So my wife and I in Denver, we went to go see Star Wars dubbed in Navajo. Okay. And the people came out and they talked about it and they said, yes, we officially dubbed Star Wars in the Navajo language. And you could only get this DVD through Walmart for a very short period of time. And so that is a bootleg of the Navajo language Star Wars.
Wow.
Yeah, with subtitles so you can.
Oh, it continues. I got big ass spiders.
He's fucking complete.
Nice.
Okay, that's
spiders.
Go ahead. That's Big Ass Spiders. Good movie. And that is a AFN rip of Big Ass Spiders, which is Armed Force Networks. That's the only channel you get in Japan, other than Japanese channels. But yeah, they played just random shit, and they played Big Ass Spider, and I recorded it, and I fucking dubbed the fuck out of it. Anyway, go ahead. What else you got?
Yes, you did.
What else you got?
I got motherfucking Halloween 3.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
TV.
Wait, that's the TV broadcast of Halloween 3. So that's with commercials from Detroit. Yeah, that's probably the best one I made. That's
what era is the broadcast?
It's early 80s. That's nice. Can you imagine a world where they're like, oh, tonight the movie of the week is Halloween 3. Here you go, everybody.
Oh, so sick.
Yep. Of course, I got the latest one, Super Fights.
I heard about that one. That's good.
Yeah.
You should buy it.
That one's making its rounds. Yep. I got Garbage Pail Kids.
Nice.
That is Japanese. There's nothing real special about that one. It's just a Japanese tape.
This is fully special.
That's a creature feature.
Special.
Yeah.
Where did Howler go? Howler just bounced.
I know. He got mad because we dissed on his reading.
Yes, it's got Japanese subtitles.
Let's get him back.
There's a lot more down here, man.
There's 23 of them. And he is complete. He's the only person other than myself that is complete.
Wow.
That's awesome.
I got Half Cocked.
That's a movie about I watched that movie growing up. It's indie band called Ronin with Tara. Anyway, it's a movie that came out. I always liked it, and bootleg it. Fuck it, go.
Dude, Luke has got me hooked all up. What We Do in the Shadows.
Nice.
Yep. Season 1. What We Do in the Shadows.
That's awesome.
Russian Dolls.
Yeah, I love that. That's a great fucking show.
Yep. Yes,
Oh.
it is. Some
Yeah,
of
he
the
didn't
stuff I
send
don't
us
even
any of
know
this
what
stuff.
it is.
Yeah, you guys suck.
No, I pinged them.
All right.
Wanted it. I got Flowers for Algernon.
Nice.
Okay, that's a great one. Okay, Flowers for Algernon VHS mix is like all episodes or anything about Flowers for Algernon trope and show.
You were just telling us about this. Yeah.
I love that one. It's really good. So there's the SpongeBob on the front. There's one where Patrick becomes smart, and then he becomes dumb. And then there's the Seinfeld episode where he stops having sex. Mm-hmm. He becomes really smart, remember? And then he has sex again and he becomes dumb. George, that is. And then the Always Sunny in Philadelphia episode where Charlie is on the thing where he becomes smart and then he becomes dumb at the end. Anyway, keep going. This is fucking great. This is
great. I got Never Say Never Mind.
Of course.
Bikini Team.
That's
Stone
quality.
Classic.
Yep.
Yep.
The greatest.
I got Simon of the Desert.
Yeah. Criterion. That's a great one. It's a short movie where a guy, he stands on a pillar. It's a Criterion disc.
He's back.
I just put it on. Anyway, keep going.
Yeah. Sorry.
Welcome back.
I got Perils of Punky.
Okay.
Like Punky Brewster?
Yes. So this is the episode called Perils of Punky that freaked me out as a kid. She goes into the cave and there's like there's arms and shit. If you saw it as a kid, you remember it. It's so fucking weird.
Evil spirit. Nice.
Yeah, evil spirit. There you go. Yeah.
I love all this shit. It's amazing.
I wish I had more Altmans in my life.
Man, you love all Chris's. That's your thing. You just collect them all.
I just love them.
Don't send me any VHS. I will send it back with an angry letter.
That means you're getting it.
Dude, I got American Werewolf in London.
Good one. Broadcast. That's one I found. And it's
nice art.
With commercials.
Oh, I love the commercials.
Yeah.
I just want a tape full of
TV
commercials.
edit. I got Star Troopers, aka Baron versus the Demon.
That is such a weird fucking one. That's the first one I ever made. It's some weird Spanish movie. It's so fucking weird. Yeah.
Okay.
Deep dive.
Keeping the classic vault.
Hold up crust.
Dude. Oh shit, man. Where we at? I got Palm Springs.
Yeah, okay. Palm Springs.
This is a later one.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I got
late
Ferris
release.
Bueller. Ferris Bueller's
commercials.
Day Off.
That's the reason I started looking for it, because that's the TV edit of Ferris Bueller. They take out a lot of shit. They bleep all the stuff. I watched that so much growing up. I finally found it.
Oh man. I got here's Crust.
Okay, so this movie was like they made it for mafia reasons or something. They never really wanted to release it. Okay, it was like, what's it called, where they just pour money into a money laundering thing. And I found the Japanese DVD of it. It's like the only way you can find it. Anyway, it's a crazy movie.
Are you going to release tapes of all our Wolfpack movies, like Vinny's movie?
No, that's what we
should.
Yeah, you should do it.
I liked Vinny's
I got the Yakuza Apocalypse.
Yakuza Apocalypse, greatest Takashi Miike movie. I love that movie. Yeah,
nice
my wife did that
case too.
I feel like Ryan's mind blown right now. Look at him. He's just mind blown right now.
He's just soaking it all in.
He's asleep.
Yep. I think I've covered them all, right?
Yeah.
The full collection?
That might be all of them. I can't think of any other ones. There's 23, I think. 23, 24.
I don't know. We went through them pretty quick.
Yeah.
I think that's it. But I appreciate it, Luke.
Yeah, man. I love that you like them. I see that gap in your behind you right there.
Yes. That's where they all go, is that little tiny gap up there.
Nice.
I've got another one I'm brewing. Yeah. And you'll get them.
I know I will. I appreciate it, brother.
Yeah, it's all good.
All right, I did get some other cool stuff that I would like to show.
Yeah,
that's okay.
Share with the group.
All right. So, man, this one I told Ryan and our boy Trevor about this guy, And I was like, I'm not going to pay this eBay seller because he thinks he's sending me a LaserDisc. And I know this son bitch don't know how to pack it. You know what I mean? Like I knew it. But I got the picture disc version of Pieces of Mind.
Nice.
Ooh. And it came. It looks good. I haven't played it yet, but I mean, it's a good album. Nice. Obviously, we know that one. This one, I think I lucked out really good on this one.
Yeah, I don't see the picture disc of that one as much anymore.
Dude, it was advertised as a LaserDisc. This idiot.
That's great.
On eBay said this is a LaserDisc.
Looks like it.
I have a funny parallel story where so about 10 years ago, I got a LaserDisc in of The Lion King in a big lot locally. And I pulled it out, and it was an incredibly rare
Iron Maiden disc.
Oh. No, it was a picture disc of Sublime's 40 Ounces to Freedom. And so I paid $1 for this disc. I think I sold the picture disc for like $150, nearly $200, something like that.
Damn.
Oh, you're a flipper.
In that case, this was before I cared about records. I did not buy my first record intentionally till 2014. I got this picture disc in 2012.
All right.
I am a flipper. I don't care. I got a Rush Fly By Night picture disc and a LaserDisc. I sold that bitch for $60 on eBay.
Nice.
Noise. So Sam showed this one. I got the Carcass album as well.
Yep.
Oh.
Dude, this is a good one, man. I don't know if y'all are Carcass fans, but they leave right off with Surgical Steel. I feel like it's good.
Yeah, nice
they
packaging
do a good
too.
job, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
Cool disc. It's like what? Like kind of blood splattery, clear kind of thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. That's right. That's right. So this is my favorite band all the time. I collect everything they have, but Sodom released another EP called Bob and Hoggle.
Cool.
And I just got this yesterday, and listen, I'm like extremely OCD about them, so I have the CD as well.
Yeah, you got like a crazy ass Sodom collection.
Love it.
Yeah. Yep. They're about to release M16. It's the 20th anniversary. That comes out like in November. I haven't ordered it yet, but I think they announced it yesterday. FYI, Sam. That's
Never
a good one, too. So, Iron Maiden just released a new album.
I heard about that. Oh, dude, I didn't even show it. I'm such an idiot.
Well, I couldn't. I was all butthurt because I couldn't find the Walmart release that everybody wants, right?
That's what I finally got.
Yep, I ordered like the Amazon exclusive on eBay for a decent price, but then like I kept like just circling my like 3 Walmarts that are in my area, and I finally found one, the Walmart one too. So I have both versions, like an OCD asshole would have.
That's a cool problem
of this album. So yeah. So I got that, and then our boy Kobos hooked me up with some albums as well.
Oh, nice!
And I got some Stay Hungry from Japan.
Sick,
nice.
Shout out to D.
I'm a big fan of these guys. Yeah. I think he's a Wolfpack sponsor, right?
Yeah, D. Snyder. Yeah,
hell yeah. We got some fat Obi Uriah Heep.
Damn.
Live.
Damn.
Yeah, that's a pretty wide one right there.
That's a power Obi.
I've seen many. Yeah. And then I've actually, I'm so proud to say that I checked these guys off my bucket list to see live.
Ooh.
The Eagles.
Oh shit.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Check out that art.
The Eagles, get off of my fucking
cab. One of these nights. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
So I just realized that the Eagles did the cover, the theme song for Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy was an Eagle song. I never knew that. Did you know that? Anyone knew that?
I'm trying to remember what the theme song for Hitchhiker. It's like the.
It's like the banjo song. Okay, never mind.
I don't know why I can't think of it.
Okay, you guys suck. That's cool.
We failed.
But when I did see the Eagles live, man, it was right after Glenn Fry had passed away, and his son, or like he did a couple of covers, or his son sang in place of him, which was amazing.
It's It's called Journey of the Sorcerer.
Okay.
Deacon Frey. Yep.
I got a few more, and I'll wrap it up. Dude, one of my good favorite bands here is Richie Blackmore's Rainbow.
Nice. Yes. It's a great cover.
Solid pick up here.
Yeah. It's classic.
Yep. I think I showed some of y'all this. I think this really is the fattest I've ever seen, but it's a Star Wars soundtrack.
Oh my god.
This thing goes literally like a third of the way.
It's like almost like
yeah, that's bigger than the special collection LaserDisc.
Oh.
Yeah, like wow, right?
Damn.
All right. Rest is just kind of some other stuff. So I picked up a Vader album. It's a repress.
Oh yeah. I just heard there was a reissue of that. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Pick that guy up. This is one that I feel like I've seen before but never picked it up, but it's another repress, but it's DRI Thrash Zone.
Nice.
Oh, cool.
Can't go wrong with this one.
Yeah.
Then next but not last, I got some King Diamond.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
Dark Sides Classic Series, orange, white, marbled.
Ooh.
Dude.
Sweet.
But my favorite, and I'm gonna end on this note. I'm probably gonna put this one in a frame, but don't tell nobody.
All right.
I got me some minus light.
Nice. Looks like it's signed.
I got it with some chick named Maxeene.
She sounds cool.
She signed it. I think this is Beardo over here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know those guys or not, but
I know a guy who knows them.
Yeah. So yeah,
he's
man,
cool.
I'm gonna end on this one.
Nice.
Oh, I'm so glad you got it. It's so cool.
I know. That's all I got.
Man. You got anything as cool as that, Maxeene?
Oh my gosh. Well, now I'm like cheesing so hard. That's amazing. Well, I did get some actually semi-cool records at like my local dirt box at the thrift store. So promo copy of Trash.
Nice.
I don't know who this is, but Burning Rock is the
It's gotta be good.
It's gotta be good when it's called Trash and it's Burning Rock and you have hair as glorious as this.
Damn.
Woo.
And they got the trash cans too for the full imagery.
Exactly. All right. Like incredible.
Is that late 80s or?
Oh my gosh.
85.
85.
Oh, all right. Nice.
And then I found Hand-Eye Rocks.
Oh, sick.
I was like completely shocked by that. I was on a huge Hand-Eye Rocks kick.
Damn.
Some decent songs on it. Not the Don't You Never Leave Me though, which is my jam. And then not sure if the band is called Savage or Thrust, but
it's
Savage
Thrust. It's a French band.
Okay. I thought it was Thrust. Okay.
They did Antisocial that Anthrax covered.
Oh, cool.
That
well,
was
this was in there.
Yeah.
And then this one I got in the mail. This is original 1984 pressing.
Flex.
Kind of soundtrack. It's the Japanese pressing, to my knowledge, because the US one has the same as the 2014 cover.
Yeah.
There's an insert of this.
Yeah, I remember the insert. All right.
Yeah. So that's from this one, and that this one is slightly more extended, to my knowledge, from the US one.
Huh.
None of them had very many songs on them.
Yeah. What's that got? Like 9, 10?
Yeah, it's literally like hardly any, but it's
9.
Good ones, you know.
Oh yeah, Love My Way.
Yeah. And freaking the Bonnie Hayes, Shelley's Boyfriend. That's my jam too.
Yeah, Plimsolls I like too. Yeah, that's good.
Just like I got this for very inexpensive, and this is normally very, very much out of the price range of ever buying it. Ugh, almost dropped it. But yeah, love it.
Sick.
That's all I got.
All right. See if we can wake Luke up.
Luke's sleeping. He's in California.
He's shopping. Stop looking at porn.
I don't like to see just me. I'm gonna go back to go.
Luke, it's on.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
We can see you and a dinosaur. It's not just you.
Yeah, it's the Ren dinosaur.
Yeah.
There.
You know, it's a good look when people are falling asleep when we're going for so
long. Okay, so I did not get I got some Blu-rays, I got some, and some vinyl, and that's about it.
That's cool. It's almost midnight, so
Okay,
we'll help us wrap
start
up.
Start with this guy. I found this in a thrift store up in Escondido. I got the season 1 of Stranger Things.
Great packaging.
Cool packaging. Wow. It's got the Blu-ray and the DVD. So yeah, the thing I hate about this is that you have to watch the trailers before.
They're forced.
It's like 5 minutes of trail. Like you cannot hit menu. You cannot even fast forward. Nothing. I'm like,
it's annoying.
That's why piracy is great.
Say what?
That's why piracy is great.
Yeah, I wouldn't know anything about that.
Put shows already also on Netflix. So.
Yeah, of course. And so I wanted to rewatch it. I got like maybe episode half in, where I was like, man, I'm not gonna draw.
Yep.
But it's a good show. Like there's so many good shows out there that have kind of rewatchability, and but because there's so many shows, you're just like, I gotta keep going. I can't stop and rewatch something. Let's see. I'll go with these Blu-rays, I guess. So a couple podcasts ago, I talked about this guy right here. This Warriors.
And it froze up.
See what?
It froze up on you, right?
Yep. Yes, it did freeze up. It started skipping, and so we just had to watch on Hulu. This is the theatrical cut of the movie, and it's got a shit ton of special features. It's got Joe Bob stuff on there too. I'm like, oh, okay, this is a bootleg. So I happened to find somebody. I was looking through my other groups on Facebook, and somebody said, shit, I'm missing one. Anyway, they had a Halloween Loomis edit, which was basically Halloween 4, 5, and 6 cut together. And they said, hey, just reach out to this guy and he will send you something. Is Altman going to the bathroom or something? Like I thought
he was going to get like all his Warriors merch or something to show you. I don't know.
But I hear like someone's like I hear him go to the bathroom.
Yeah, that too.
Anyway, so I reached out to this guy, and it turns out yes, he was the one that made this guy, and he was kind of a weirdo, but you know I like weirdos, and he said, well, I said, oh, it's so weird. I found this disc down the street at the record store, but it skips on me. He's like, oh, mine doesn't skip. I'm like, dude, this is yours. This is what you made. And so I bought a replacement disc for him, and so now it
skips.
No, it does not skip, but I'm sure it will eventually. Anyway, so I bought the Halloween Loomis edit, which is not here. I don't know, it's somewhere in the house. But I also got some other stuff too. I got the Halloween Sandman edits, which is 1 and 2 combined together, which is fun. Okay. And it says it has all the extras, 20
TV
minutes
cut stuff.
Hopefully, yeah, 20 minutes deleted scenes from both films.
Okay.
Creating the perfect uncut, whatever. That's fun.
Another one. Are these DVDs or are these Blu-rays?
These are Blu-rays. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So they're fun. Next one, it does cut. Like you can see the aspect ratio change. Deleted scenes. It goes to 4:3.
Yeah.
And whatever. This one is, I feel kind of weird. This is Friday the 13th, 3 and 4 cut together, which is to me, I would think you would do 4, 5, and 6. Yeah. 4, 5, and 6, because that's like what's his face?
The Tommy
story.
Yeah.
But whatever. It says the final cut seems part 3 and part 4. Deleted scenes, and there's like a final cut also restores the alternate ending, which up until now was missing the audio track for the dialogue. So somebody like made the audio track, which is fun. And the last one I got was the Evil Dead, all of them combined together.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, I have a VHS cut of this, and what they do is like, it's a different thing, but when he falls into the little water hole there, and then he comes up into
Possessed.
Yes, into Evil Dead 2, and it works pretty good. Okay, and that's my bootleg Blu-rays that I got. Going to vinyl. Going with the metal theme, I found this on eBay. I just picked it up. This is High on Fire's
Oh, nice.
Wings.
Hell
this
yeah.
is the Newberry exclusive to 300. Cool. I love High on Fire. Holy shit.
Dude,
like,
I've only seen them once, but yeah.
Like I was reading a review. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Luke. I don't mean to cut you off.
Yeah. I was reading a review of them, and they're like, they made so many albums, and they still just bring it every time.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
Big fan of Sleep, too. You guys dope smoker? Sleep?
Of course. Anything Matt Pike does, yeah. He takes his shirt off and he shreds.
Saw them live with Crowbar. And nice. I'm telling you, and I wear earplugs every time I go to a show. I'm pretty religious about doing that.
Right.
Still with earplugs, like my ears were ringing.
Yeah.
Nice.
After seeing High on Fire, it was like the loudest show I've ever seen.
So a funny story about High on Fire. If whenever I play Devolution or Blessed
Devolution,
or Blessed Black Wings, I would play. It's so silly to say, but I would play that album a lot when my wife was pregnant, just a lot. So my daughter probably has that in her DNA. And so whenever I played in the car, I would always do the double horns and just kind of gradually put it up while I'm driving. I love High on Fire. Great.
Great band.
Yep.
Yeah. Other just completely, let's go the other way. Not really. I found this in the thrift store. It's really good. The Lovin' Brothers.
Oh, nice.
Family Who Prays. The Lovin' Brothers, just a church country band, but they're really fucking good. Like
no Satan on this one though. So
yes, unfortunately I did not find the Satan is Real album.
Yeah.
I would love to get that one. This is like a compilation album of stuff, but god damn, they're good. Like holy shit.
It's a cool jacket too.
Yeah, it's beat to hell, but yeah, you got good stuff. I was excited to find that. Something random. We're going all over the map here. The next one, I forgot, just a DJ Shadow, Influx, DJ Shadow and the Groove Robbers. Influx on one side, Hindsight on the other one. Yeah. Just a eBay pickup. Fun stuff. Say what?
What?
Huh? Okay. Next one. This was fun. I was looking. There's one record store in San Diego. It's called Record City, and they're mostly like. I don't go there a lot because there's not stuff I like. I mean, they're mostly classic rock or just shit that I whatever.
Frampton Comes Alive.
Yeah, lots of that.
You should get it.
And then one day I just was kind of in the area and like, say what?
Chris was yelling at Chris.
Yeah.
About what? What did I do?
It's time to get some Frampton.
Sorry, I'm fed up since 5:30 in the morning. And
it's only like 12 of midnight or whatever,
yeah,
so you're fine.
I taught a full day with 6 beers out of 8. So.
We're almost done. You can power through. You can do it.
All right, so here we go. Two more. So I don't know. Maybe you guys have done this before. I was looking through everything. I was like, I'm determined. I'm going to find something. And I found this record that was hidden by somebody else in like the jazz section or something. Yeah. I was like, this is Tribe Called Quest, Low End Theory.
Oh, nice.
It's an original press. And not only that, but this is the press you want to find too, according to Discogs. It's the one that has this on there. I guess there's a one that's all white, but everyone says on Discogs, like, this is the one. This is the one. I think Spencer's even on there. It's like, this is the one that sounds good. Yeah. This is the pressing you need. And it was super cheap, and it was going for a bunch more. So this person probably hit it a while ago, and I just finally found it. So I was super excited about that.
Change the price tags. Good to go.
Of course, yeah. I'm a trash person. That's what I do. Holler, have you listened to Tribe Called Quest? Have you heard of Tribe Called Quest? Can you name anyone in Tribe Called Quest? Okay, that's good.
Okay. Just been the roast of Chris Haller tonight.
That's why Luke invites you. So we
still love you. It's
manhandle you.
Man, it's all good. Okay, last one. Record store down the street that I go to. It's just a few blocks away. They had this record on the wall. It's the big ticket item. It was like $160. I was looking at it for a long time. I was like, ooh, I want it, but I don't want to pay for that. I had a shit ton of players in my garage, like a few LaserDisc players, few VHS players, Region 2 DVD, shit I got in Japan. Okay, that's been sitting there forever and ever. And they were all broken in one way or another. Of course, Ethan could have fixed them and whatever, but I didn't want to mess with them. But now, whatever. So I gave it to him, and he gave me like $100 for him. And I got this guy, and this is Downward Spiral. Nice. But not just any Downward Spiral. This is the promo version of Downward Spiral. Let me show you this. And of course, Spencer's on Discogs. He's like, this is the one you need. Yeah. It's for promotion only. Like sick. Literally on Discogs, there's somebody selling this for $80, and he's like, "I've only got one disc. Like I've only this."
Oh, he's up there. You're like, "Oh, it's not that bad," and then you realize it's just like a corner of the jacket for sale.
Right.
Or, yeah.
Right. I don't know. My wife loves that story. She thinks it's so funny. She imagines this guy going home to his wife and saying, "Honey, I sold the 9 Inch Nails disc. Oh, that's so sweet.
Players.
We could pay the electricity bill. That's I'm not going to divorce you. Where's the money? Oh, well, I got a bunch of broken ass LaserDisc players for it.
Old DVD. Region 2.
That poor guy. Anyway, it sounds amazing. Both those discs, both those records. Spencer's fucking right. They're fucking great.
That's tasty. Yeah.
That's it. That's all I got.
All right.
Let's wrap it up.
We're getting there. It's time for the non-LD recommendations. If you have any, shout outs, films, streaming. I know Chris just saw a film, so he's going to tell us about that if it's a recommendation. I don't know. We'll see. I haven't really been watching too much. We've still been just working around the house. So there's always just like episodes of How I Met Your Mother on the TV and stuff like that. So I did finish though. Finally, I talked about this before and Luke did the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood book. So it's a somewhat recommendation, like, cause on one hand, it's surprising how Quentin writes. Like there's times where you're like, oh, this is actually, it reads, flows rather well. And I was expecting like his super gimmicky kind of speaking style, and the way he writes scripts too is kind of like that. But it's actually pretty well handled. And on the plus side, the stuff I almost think he should have just did the whole book is there's the Western that Rick Dalton, which is Leonardo DiCaprio's character in the movie, he's playing in a pilot opposite Billy Bob Thornton, shooting this Western Lancer. And there's a couple chapters in here that are like a Lancer story. It's like, it's not about these characters making the movie or the TV show or anything. It's just straight up an old Western story. And it's about these characters and their attitudes. Is not even like television stuff. They all like, they're swearing and they're all plotting revenge and stuff. And I kind of wish he did the whole book about that, because the other stuff is like, it's like just kind of a rehash of, the movie, except
Do you think the movie came first or the book came first?
I think he wanted to do the book, and then he said he sat down and wrote the book after he did the movie. So yeah, so he purposely changed things around just for the book. So, because I mean, it tells you the finale of the movie. They talk about it like briefly about like, I don't know, 30, 40 pages in, and it never happens again. Like the end of the book is totally different than the movie. So it's more just about the characters bonding, and it's mostly about Rick Dalton kind of bonding with the little girl actress from Lancer and all that stuff. But it does get a little goofy. As Luke mentioned, there's like a whole chapter about how Cliff, Brad Pitt's character, is like way into movies, which I don't buy at all. I buy that Quentin's really into movies. And there's a lot of just like him just referencing TV shows like and producers, and it gets like very like American Psycho, where it's just reference. And but he does an interesting job of mixing in real references with fake references. So but then he gets a little goofy because he talks about like that little girl actress and her future, and he starts talking about how like she hit big with this Quentin Tarantino movie she made. And I was like, yeah, whatever.
Oh no.
And then there's this weird part, this huge chapter where after doing this Western, Leonardo DiCaprio and his buddy, what kind of rival / buddy, Billy Bob Thornton, go to this bar, and they're hanging out the whole time. And this like cool piano player shows up, and they're like, you're the best, play guitar. And he's like, his name's Kurt. I'm like, wait a second. I read Quentin's biographies, like all 5 of them. that's his stepfather. He like wrote his stepfather into the scene as the coolest dude in town that all the celebrities want to hear jam out and something. Like, wow, he's like really jerking it all over the page. But other than that, the Lancer stuff is really cool, and I hope he just writes a Lancer book next time. So that's my recommendation. What do you got, Ryan?
I recommend Tough Guys Don't Dance.
Is it a Western?
No, it's a Wings Hauser joint.
Dude.
So just completely batshit all the way through. Wings is like a cop, and he's going after this guy who he thinks murdered this woman. And yeah, and by the way, it's written by Norman Mailer, or based on something written by Norman Mailer.
Wow.
Just all over the place. Canon Films. Like,
that's a little highbrow.
No, it's
directed it.
Directed? I thought he wrote
or something.
He wrote the like story that it's based on. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think he. Yeah. No, he did not direct it, because this is Canon Films trash. Like. It was directed. Oh no, it was directed by Norman.
Boom,
right.
Boom, man, your face, bitch.
Really? Why? How? Like, how did that? Like, that makes it even worse. I mean, better but worse. I don't know.
All right.
But yeah, it's all over the place. But it's got wings, and he's wingsing it up. So like that alone is worth the price of admission. So check it out.
All right.
Haller, you awake? You still with us?
Yeah, I'm still with you. Relax. I've been later. I gotta tell you, it's a different kind of energy drain when you work with other people's children all day. I'm gonna put up
work in the middle of the ocean.
Before I talk about the movie I saw today on its opening day. I want to push. I just got caught up on Star Trek Lower Decks on Paramount Plus. If you want a perfectly middle of the road, never incredible, never disappointing Star Trek experience, I would say Star Trek Lower Decks is remarkably consistent in that way. It's very good, but it's also just like, well, they did this for 20 years. There just was less humor in it. So it's like, what am I really getting from? Like, it's a lot of just like references to old Star Trek episodes. Like the most recent episode, they put them through like holodeck drills, the crew of the ship that they're on.
Okay.
And the holodeck drills are all old episodes of Star Trek scenarios.
Okay.
So it's like, all right. I get what you're going for here, guys. But I saw the Cannes Film Festival's top prize winning feature film Titane this afternoon.
All right.
I saw it right after work. They got picked up by Neon for distribution in the States. It dropped today. I went and saw the first screening at the local AMC. And I gotta say, the French have done it again. They've made a really fucking strange movie. Do you guys know the premise of Titane?
I do, but I'll let you spout it.
So Titane is the story of a woman who has sex with a car, and the car then impregnates her. She is also a serial killer. It sounds, you think it's going to be like this wild, insane movie, but really it's almost a heartbreaking story of a literal psychopath slowly rediscovering her humanity. It's
car?
What? No, like I don't want to spoil it because it just got released in the US today. When the curtains, when the movie ended, I was just like, holy fuck. And there was only one guy in the theater with me, and he just gets up and he goes, that should have been X-rated, and he fucking walks out. I don't think it should have been X-rated at all. I don't think showing boobs a lot is X-rated worthy, but it is a really interesting movie.
Any duck boobs?
No, shockingly, just human boobs.
That would have pushed it up another notch, but
It's very much one of those movies that you sit down and it's like chewing a really tough piece of meat.
It's terrible.
No, I genuinely enjoyed this movie, but it's taken me literally the entire time since I saw it to figure out what I thought it was about.
Sure.
Because like I walked out of the theater, I'm like, holy fuck, that movie had nothing. I liked it, but I have no idea what it's about. And slowly I've like pieced it together. And I can see why it won the top prize at the most prestigious film festival in the world. It's very much a filmmaker's movie. Like there's just a lot of really creative and inventive and out of left field things that happen in it. And it's a refreshing tone resetter because it's incredibly sexual. It's incredibly violent. It's just like, it just reminds me how much farther the US is going in terms of their conservatism, in terms of media, than a lot of the rest of the world is. It was like a reminder that like Marvel films are basically asexual, and like our mainstream entertainment is so afraid to be we're good at being violent, but we're really bad at embracing and normalizing sex as a thing that people do and participate in. And that was like the biggest thing that sat in my mind as the credits roll was like, this was just like a refreshingly, I mean, it was a violent, weird movie, but it was like refreshingly sexual movie.
All right.
And
that's a poster quote.
I enjoyed it immensely. I don't think I'm going to buy the Blu-ray. I don't know if I need to see it.
So,
yeah,
in other countries they have sex with cars.
Yeah, it's a thing. France.
Okay.
Yeah.
In France, okay.
Mostly like Renaults and things like that.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Yeah.
All right.
That's all I got.
What about Altman?
I don't know, man. Like, the only thing I can recommend is I saw this movie recently about like this town that like all of a sudden started having all these like shark attacks.
Sounds good already.
And it jeopardized like their tourist income, and the mayor like didn't want to like shut the city down.
Why not? It's in the people's best interest, right?
You watch Jurassic Park. You watch Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess there's financially, he's got a lot to lose.
Yeah. So this movie called Jaws. I don't know if you ever heard of it.
Looks like the shark wins.
And there's like white, like the letterbox.
Wow, I don't know.
Am I getting booed?
Well, I mean,
and then there's like the signature collection.
Switch.
I don't know.
Bring me the 4K.
Yeah, where's the 4K?
Oh, this lenticular one?
That's the one, baby.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's the good shit.
Tasty.
Yeah, so that's all I've been watching. I don't know.
Jaws on repeat?
Extremely much. Yeah, you know it.
Yeah.
Maybe with like a side of Sharktopus.
Okay. No 2, 3, or 4, just mostly the main one?
Yeah.
Did you get Cruel Jaws?
Just the main one.
All right. Cruel Jaws.
I'm still searching for Cruel Jaws.
Yep.
I hear they might have it in Indonesia. I don't know.
It's probably on a boat. I don't know. We'll see.
Nice.
Yeah.
You got any recommendations?
Good luck with that.
Oh, well, I watched Dead Time Stories on LaserDisc and really enjoyed that. Actually, it was when I mean, the cover looked good. It's just like kind of a scary book with a creepy hand. Perfect.
Yeah.
Great cover.
And the title was nice. So yeah, it was like a kind of a compilation of stories, and it was supposed to be like bedtime stories, or like, you know, like this uncle's like there's monsters in his room, and like, but yeah, he wants scary stories to be told to him.
Sounds good.
I don't know. My internet says it's unstable, so I don't know if it works.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was you or me or everybody.
Yeah, you were starting a robot voice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Luke's frozen, but he's like that all the time.
Well, Dead Time Stories was good.
Yep.
Worth a watch.
Did you ever watch that Stacy Peralta LaserDisc?
literally, again, a thing where I've been really, really busy. And then mentally, when I watched the podcast, I was like, damn it, why didn't I watch that? That's so cool. Like,
yeah, I did. I watched a little bit on YouTube because that was the best I could do. And it's pretty wild. It's very like,
oh my gosh.
It's super 90s, even though it's from like the late 80s, but it's like, I don't know, lots of crazy edits. Yeah, fun. Cool. All right. Is Luke awake? Is he sleeping?
We're all asleep.
Yeah.
I mean, 3 and 4 kind of makes sense. 4 is the final cut, right? So
oh my God! Here we go.
Is that your recommendation?
Here you
yeah.
go.
No, that's not my recommendation. I mean, it kind of makes sense.
Out of here.
I watched a documentary, and oh wait, that's not. Let's see the name of this documentary.
Is it about a shark that attacks a small town?
No.
That sounds familiar.
It should be.
Yeah.
I watched the Canon Group documentary. There's 2 of them out there. One that does not have the guys in it. It's Electric Boogaloo: The Wild Untold Story of Canon Films. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you guys watch it. It's kind of older now.
Yeah,
but
it's been a couple.
It's really good.
I finally got around to it. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. Growing up in the 80s, like those are just the movies that were around. Like I didn't really think of them as being crazy. It's just that's what movies were. Yeah. So yeah, I really recommend it. I need to watch the other one. It's called Go-Go Boys or whatever.
Yeah.
Anybody seen that one? Ryan?
No, I haven't seen that one yet.
No, I heard that like they're not as they kind of polish everything.
Well, they're in it, right?
Yeah, exactly. So like they sugarcoat it a lot.
Of course.
Well, I don't want that. I want what really happened.
Right. So yeah, the Electric Boogaloo seemed to have so much information. It seemed like they kind of just crushed it all in. Like people would just say, oh, this was crazy shit.
On to the next one. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Where can you see that? Is it on? It's on DVD and stuff too.
Oh,
right?
Well, you have to go up a telephone pole and clip some wires.
Okay.
And then
make sure it goes into your house.
Yeah, and then make sure you got a lighter and a screwdriver.
Can I just pay the dude an extra $100?
You're a loser.
Full access.
All right. Fair enough. Yep. All right, cool.
It was on DVD at Dollar Tree for a while.
There we go. That's the answer I was looking for.
It's in the big box set, the Canon box set of the heavy hitters. Nice. I think it's a special feature in though.
Nice.
Score. Yeah. And I'm assuming it's streaming somewhere on some service that Vinny has that I don't. So
yeah.
Give me 2 seconds and I will look it up.
All right, cool. In the meantime,
no, you will wait.
Don't have 2 seconds.
Just chilling out.
Let's see.
Out.
I'm gonna get my glasses.
Taking it easy.
I'm shutting down like a Windows 95 desktop.
I want to see your screensaver. Do you have any flying toasters?
Oh boy, I haven't thought about a screensaver in a very long time.
Right now it's not free anywhere.
Yep. How's it going over there, Luke?
Just hold your horses.
No rush, yeah.
It is on Amazon. You got to pay for it.
Okay.
YouTube, Voodoo, whatever that is. No free ones though. That's
all right.
But
everything's free if you pay for it first.
Okay, I gotta go.
All right. Wrap things up with final thoughts on what's spinning next. I have no idea what I'm spinning next. I got a lot of work. I got to put this damn screen for my home theater together this weekend. So,
all right, do that,
dude. I don't know. So that's it. What are you gonna watch next, Ryan?
It's October, so I got a list, but I'm thinking the next thing I watch is Troll.
So, okay, yeah. It's a quality film.
Troll 1 with Harry Potter in it. Yeah. The main character's name is Harry Potter in Troll 1.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Delta there still, or
yeah, Delta's over here. Yeah.
All right. So my boys and I, we've finally made it to the final leg in our journey through Sailor Moon. We are in the final season of the Sailor Moon program, Sailor Moon, Sailor Stars. We have climbed the mountain. We are at the fucking bottom. We are in the 5th season.
I think you're losing Altman.
I don't care. The Delta Chris is important too.
I thought he was going to watch Crash or something.
Yeah, it was definitely Crash.
I don't want to watch a Cronenberg movie about people getting off to car crashes.
I mean,
it sounds like you do.
Sex with cars, so why not car crash?
Dude, how did this guy get on here?
You were booked, and Trevor was booked, and you know, it's just like, well.
Not me!
How many episodes you got left?
We have about 25 episodes. I can't.
Holy
my
shit.
anime night. Yeah, we are coming off of each of these seasons are fucking 40 episodes each.
There's a lot of Sailor Moon.
Quality has declined significantly.
Just wrap it. Like I'd throw it.
No, we're committed.
Oh watch something good.
Yeah, watch like
and then
Space Adventure Cobra.
After we finish this, I believe our next path is, and this is gonna, if the first box almost killed Altman, this certainly will. We're gonna hit up Card Captor Sakura afterwards, and honestly, this is the anti-Altman. I'm pretty sure that
his powers are weakening right now. Just hold that up.
That some of his metal records just warped when I put that up to the zoom lens. So
yeah, hold on. Let me put some carcass out to help revive him.
Yeah. No, let me get some more anime.
No, we're good.
Maybe. Oh no, that's my copy of Dune. That's not anime. Maybe we can talk. Maybe I'm gonna watch Gundam War in the Pocket.
There we go. That's a very good series.
What are you trying to say about the other series that I pulled up?
They're definitely something you can watch. They are product.
I'm gonna come and steal that bear in your background.
You can't have Scrunchy, the ShopRite bear.
I'm taking Scrunchy.
You can't have Scrunchy.
No prisoners.
He lives here.
I'm gonna cut Scrunchy up and mail it to every member of the podcast.
You cannot vivisect Scrunchy.
I just did.
He's a beloved member of my family. All right, Altman, where do you spend? Dawes?
Listen, we're in October, man. I'm watching everything horror. Like, I don't think I get much of a say-so in what I get to choose right now. In my household, I have two young children, but...
So Fulci.
Yes. I mean, it is going to be a full onslaught until, I don't know, December.
Nice.
You know, whatever's on.
Good deal. All right, what are you spending, Max?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh. I'm definitely going to actually watch that damn Stacy Peralta disc.
Excellent.
Because I literally, it's still like sitting in the pile because like I have been so busy, I've not even been in here. Right. So yeah, I'm going to watch that. And then it's definitely horrors on deck. So probably going to watch some of those Tales of the Crypt discs.
Oh, nice. How many are there? Like 6, 7?
I don't have that many.
Right.
Oh well, yeah. There's Japanese ones too. But
yeah. Nice. All right, I guess we'll check in with Luke and see what he's going to spend next.
No, nobody cares. Get him out of here.
I might watch Extreme Prejudice or Double Border in Japanese.
Okay.
Which is a Walter Hill movie for our Walter Hill podcast.
Spectacular.
Watch, so yeah, let's everybody watch your Walter Hill movies.
I think Ryan's scheduling that right now. He's getting that on the calendar.
Getting on it.
Yep. Another Walter Hill movie, of course.
Working on it.
Yep. Honestly, so some days when I want to watch a movie, I just look at the Criterion Collection and I just pick one. You know, it's just whatever I'm feeling, and then I just go with it. The worst thing about those Criterion discs is they don't have fucking subtitles. They don't have well, the English ones, they don't have closed captioning. They don't believe in closed captioning. I'm like, God, this is terrible. So then I pick like a French movie. I'm like, okay, I can do this. I can watch, it's got subtitles. I know what the fuck they're saying. But anyway, that's it.
Cool. I think we made it. It's the end.
Wow.
See ya.
Yeah, let's go have sex with cars.
Whoa.
Not what the whole movie.
I like
Don't reduce it to its lowest
Sells tickets, baby.
Yeah.
Sells these nuts.
And cut.
Thank you for having me again.
Hey, thanks for joining us, brother.
Hey, you know what?
Yeah, man.
Keep Alpha Chris away from me.